Yo, it's going down. UFC 251. It is the watch along. I am Dave. AJ is with me. AJ D'Alessio.
Yo, VIP. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. Can you hear me?
Man, I can hear you clear, man. A little bit of technical difficulties to get this show started, but man, we'll see. It'll be like a one-person watch along if I get cut out again.
Uh-oh. So how's your I don't even think we should talk about it, AJ.
What, my back? My nightmare of moving? What do you want to talk about? I hate moving. I'm going to tell you, Dave. If there's one thing that I despise more than... I'm trying to think of someone. Who don't I like that much? I won't name any mentions. Generally, it's teenagers. But other than that, Dave, can you see me?
Yeah, I see you.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm listening.
Okay, give me the thumbs up sometimes.
I feel like
what I hate mostly is moving.
I feel like something went
moving
wrong.
Is the worst.
I don't know if we're still
What went
live.
wrong?
I don't know. Maybe we're not live anymore. I'm checking our
What the
YouTube
hell
link.
is going on?
I don't know. UFC 251 is going on right now. I think we're live. We're live on Facebook at least. I don't know what's going
That's a
on
good
YouTube. Something went wrong on YouTube, I think.
As usual, that YouTube always screws us up. How come it never happens to you in the live, Johnny Live?
I don't know. I think we're on.
Listen,
UFC 251 is about to be on.
Listen, who keeps putting a dislike before the show starts? What kind of birdhead or dork puts a dislike before we even start? There's a hater out there. I don't know if it's against one of us three or all three of us. It's bad. Or maybe it's Johnny North putting a dislike.
Oh, no, we're on. We're still on. I think the link
sure,
got
man?
screwed up or something. No, I'm just checking. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this show started here. And my
Dave, did you hear
video,
one thing I said?
my video seems to have frozen as well on my stream. So, like, we're having all sorts of problems. I have a real, I have the pay-per-view, but...
You know what sucks? Is this coronavirus shit. Because we should be in studio
Yeah,
avoiding all these. It's ridiculous. Man. But you know what? Listen, there's some shows that are out there, no names mentioned, big budget shows, millions of dollars behind them, and they sucked with their technology. We did pretty good, man, considering.
yeah, we're doing good. We're on, man. We're on right now. I've got my UFC stream working.
Hey, man, I got my Molson Canadian before I break everything. Molson Canadian, for everyone that doesn't know what a Canadian is, that's a date night right there, Quebec style.
Yeah. AJ's video is chopping out a lot, man. AJ, you're like all choppy. You're frozen and stuff. I don't know what's going on over there. Yeah, you always have internet problems over there, AJ. All sorts of things are freezing over here.
Sounds like my relationship. Sounds like my relationships. Let me see if I can angle it. You know, like the bunny ears on the old televisions. Just move it a little bit to the left, and everything starts to work. There I am. I think I'm pretty good now.
I think so. I hope so.
Look at me. Can you see me back and forth there?
I don't know. I think we're having all sorts of YouTube issues here right now. I'm trying to figure out what's
telling
going
you.
on.
Where's
But-
the production team? Where are they? Sleep? They know that
I don't know, man.
tonight?
I don't know. I think our stream is crapping out, and it's like jumping back on, in and out. I don't know what's happening. Might be an internet issue. I'm trying to figure out what the deal is.
You know what? I want to find out. When Michael Bisping lost his eye, was that during his career? I'm trying to think, because I'm looking at him right now, and he looks great. But was it during his fight career in the UFC that he lost it, or was it something prior?
It was during the career. Hold on,
Do you know
we're
who-
having technical difficulties here. We're having all
As
sorts
usual.
of technical difficulties. Hold on, I gotta fix some stuff going on here.
It's okay, but
I
take
don't
your
know
time.
what
Like,
is
I know where to
happening.
go. This is like a date going wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we keep disconnecting and reconnecting. We are on, but like we're having connection issues, so we'll try and figure out what's going on with that.
Sounds like Epstein.
I don't know what the deal is exactly. The pay-per-view hasn't quite started yet. I mean, the pay-per-view started, but no fights have started.
Man, some great fights, eh? I'll tell you what, man. There was some great fights happening.
Yeah.
The prelims was fantastic. We got to see some submissions and knockouts. Ozdemir like going down. Wow, that was incredible, man.
That was a crazy knockout. What's that guy's name who knocked out Volkan Ozdemir?
It's Praskov from it's his first big fight in the UFC. This guy held back from getting into the UFC, and man, he came in and gave a huge first impression. He's big, man. He looks solid, and man, he beat Ozdemir. That's not a joke. Not only did he beat him, he knocked him out. He started off with a high kick, wobbled him, and then he just had this straight right hook, and that was it, man. Sorry, it was a right hook that knocked him out, and wow, what a way to start. Welcome to the big leagues. But the guys that are all up ahead are going to be worried about this guy, because I texted you. I said, this kid could be the future, man. And generally, I'm right on those predictions.
I think we lost it on YouTube again, man. I don't know what the hell is going on. We're having all sorts of YouTube issues tonight. YouTube is like disconnecting and reconnecting us. It's
you
really
sure we don't
weird.
Have a hacker busting us?
I don't know what's going on here.
There's always some.
It's super weird. I'm just trying to get us on the road here. Thankfully, the fights haven't started, so we don't.
I'm not worried, bro. I'm not worried.
We'll figure it out.
Complete confidence in Dave Simon Productions.
Well, that's good.
Freddie must be having a good laugh right now. First of all, if everyone's wondering where Freddie is busy. You know, it's. Should I tell the truth, Dave, or should I say what I think he's at?
Tell the truth.
Damn it, that's so hard. But I'm gonna tell you, Freddie right now is taking care of his newborn baby. He's gonna be off the show for a couple of weeks, which is gonna be pretty hard, because Freddie is like, you know, he's the part of the triangle, man. And you know, congratulations to Freddie, Genevieve, the whole family on their new baby Connor. I told Freddie to go with Connor. I hope he's gonna name the baby Connor. I think it's a great name. And that's it, man.
The baby's name is not Connor. The baby's name is Alfred. And thank you to Fred, who is on the chat. Shout out to Fred. We love you, Freddie. Freddie is on the chat. Jason Morno Pete is on the chat. I just got a tweet. I just got a tweet from Woodland Metal, who says you guys are coming out fine on my side of things. So I think our streaming issues are fixed, thankfully, because the first fight is about to get underway here. Namajunas.
Listen, did you pay your bills?
Andrade. Yeah, I paid my bills. I always pay my bills on time. I've never paid a late bill in my life, AJ, because I'm a responsible adult, and I always have been.
Listen, man, Rogan doesn't have these problems. He pays his bills, but every time we do a watch-along, there's always something, and it's always close to the first of the month or something.
Rogan has a staff of like hundreds, okay? Rogan has a massive staff, and he just got $100 million. Take it easy, AJ. All right?
Listen,
you know the staff. The staff is you, me, and maybe two other people. It's like it's a pretty small staff, but I think everything is going on well right now. Everything seems to be good.
We have actually
what's that guy's name?
There's no joke.
Try to pronounce the guy's name who beat Volkan Ozdemir tonight. What a knockout that was. Mazov?
Prazov.
Prazov.
P-R-A-Z. Yeah, Z. He's from Czechoslovakia.
His name is, it's like Prochaska.
Prochaska, that's it, yeah.
Prazov.
Prochaska, okay. It was close enough. It began with a P.
Prochaska.
Because it was
Yuri Prochaska. That guy was like super impressive. That was a wild knockout of Volkan Ozdemir. That was really nice.
That's not a joke. Oh, here's Manscaped. Manscaped is up on our
Manscaped.
UFC site.
Our buddies over at Manscaped. Manscaped.com, promo code Ringside20 for 20% off your order plus free shipping. Get all sorts of good stuff for your balls. The Lawnmower 3.0 now available in Canada. We have that thing. It's awesome. All our stuff brought to you by Manscaped.com. Go to Manscaped.com. Use that promo code Ringside20. Support the Ringside Report Network. Support AJ. Support yourself. Support your balls. Manscaped.com. Promo code Ringside20 for 20% off plus free shipping.
Hashtag save your balls.
Save
Jason,
those
get yourself
balls.
Listen, Jason's out in Mexico, so he needs to get a lawnmower 3.0 because it gets damn hot out there, and he's going to be on the beach a lot. So, you know, bud, Ringside 20.
That's right.
Order it.
Patrick
Actually,
C.
you know what? It's an amazing
Patrick C.
product.
Hamilton dropped a
what's
super
up?
chat as well. Says 100. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you for supporting the Ringside Report Network. Drop these super chats. If you have any kind of questions or comments for the show, drop your super chat. We'll answer any kind of MMA questions you have. AJ DeLesio right here. BJJ Brown Belt. BJJ World Champion. I am Dave Simon, and I have been doing jiu-jitsu for a hell of a long time. No gi jiu-jitsu, so I don't have a belt, AJ. I am unbelted. But
Look, I'm going to tell you something. For me
I've
to get my black belt,
tapped belted people, so let's just, I'm all right.
Hey,
I'm
listen,
decent.
man,
I've been doing it for a long time.
Listen, man, John Jones is still a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, so, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, it
I'm a
doesn't matter, man.
I'm a submission grappler. I did wrestling, We know martial arts. We love martial arts. We are lifelong martial artists. And we are here watching UFC 251 with you. The fights still haven't started. Amanda Ribas and Paige Vanzant are going to be up first. I thought it was Andrade and Namajunas, but that's next.
No. That's after, bud.
Yeah.
Right now is the slaughter. This is what it is. It's like a lamb to slaughter. Dana White really set up Paige Vanzant for this exit fight, and it's gonna be something. Listen, by the way, if you're on YouTube, let me know what the questions are because I can't see them.
I'll let you
If
know.
anybody's putting, let me know, man.
I'll let you know, AJ. Don't worry about it. I've got it all handled here at Master Control. This is the hub. This is the main spot
For the essential for the UFO.
Yeah, man. I wish you were here with me. Soon you're
Alien
gonna be
landing.
here with me.
I can't wait, man. I can't
Yeah.
wait to get back in studio. I'm telling you, this is hard, man. I'm at my mom's house. If everybody's wondering where I am, I'm in my mom's house. This is where I am, stuck in a corner.
He wishes he could be here at the Ringside Report Network studios. Paige Vanzant making her run to the octagon right now. PVZ in the house.
But we got VPN, so don't forget our sponsor, VPN.
That's right, IP Vanish. VPN.ringsidereport.net. AJ really throwing the plugs out tonight. I love it. Amanda Ribas here, Paige Vanzant. Paige Vanzant is the biggest underdog on this card, plus 505 right now, the underdog. Ribas
She's
plus
hot, man.
minus
Oof.
605, the favorite. Yeah, you follow her on Instagram, AJ?
Yeah. Like, seriously, is that a question to ask?
I mean, I follow her on Instagram. She's Paige Vanzant.
I'm sure
she's
you
a big
do.
star in MMA.
I'm sure you do.
And the pictures, she's beautiful as well. What are you going to
Ask
say?
your girlfriend if she follows her.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
think
she
so.
doesn't watch MMA. Paige
That's
Vanzant
it, man, and you're allowed to.
Paige Vanzant is one of the biggest stars in MMA. You know, she's one of the biggest names. She was on Dancing with the Stars, and she's talking about how she's not getting paid, how she made more on Dancing with the Stars than she did in all of her UFC fights combined. And the UFC, what do they choose to do with her on her last fight on the contract? They're going to stick her in a fight where, Amanda Ribas is coming in as a minus 605 favorite. They're going to stick her in a fight where they think, the odds makers, it looks like they're setting her up for a loss here.
No, for a slaughter, not just a loss.
I'm
It's gonna be
rooting
a
for
slaughter.
Paige Vanzant, though. You can't help but root for Paige Vanzant in this situation, right? And again, this is how the UFC treats their stars. Who's Amanda Ribas? Have you ever heard of her before this fight?
Well,
Do you
she's
follow
a killer
her?
coming into this
Do you
fight.
follow her on
Yeah,
Instagram?
I do. I do
Do
follow
you?
her on Instagram.
You
but
follow
yeah,
everybody on Instagram?
You know,
I don't know
Ringside
Amanda
Report,
Ribas.
Ringside Report, we need to be following just about everybody.
But what I'm saying is Paige Vanzant is a big star in the UFC, and the UFC
sure.
seems to be setting her up for a loss so they can get rid of her here. That's what it seems like, and it's kind of rough. It's kind of mean, isn't it?
Look, this girl in Ribas, I can tell you one thing. She's a beast, man. A black belt in judo, a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Man, this girl is coming in to basically destroy Paige Vanzant and submit her. And tonight we've seen some amazing submissions. We saw an amazing anaconda choke where I swear, man, I thought that fighter was gone. I was really like concerned for him. Like I heard a crack and everything, and I'm like, Jesus, man, I hope it's not his neck. I even sent you a text. I'm like, oh man, I hope the guy's not dead. But you know what? The fights have been amazing, and I think it's going to start off with like amazing like victory here for Rivas.
So that was Makwan Amirkhani who choked out Danny Henry with an anaconda choke in the first round. That was pretty nasty. He choked him unconscious. Muslim Salikov beats Zaleski Dos Santos. It was a split decision. One judge scored it 30-27 for Dos Santos. I thought Dos Santos won that fight. I was a little surprised that they gave it to Muslim Salikov, but there you go.
So did I. That's exactly what I said. I said another reason why you can't leave it in the hands of the judges.
It was
because
a close fight.
We go again.
Yeah,
it was close, but not close enough that most people didn't think Dos Santos won that.
Yeah.
But you know what? The Kung Fu master, the Wushu king, you know, he's got his victory again. That's what he is. Did you know that? That I think he's only the second non-Chinese to be like Wushu champion. Like, it's incredible. So, you know, hats off to him. He's like old school traditional.
Kung Fu
man. Fighting, buddy.
Shows you Kung Fu can still get it done.
Wushu, man. He's the Wushu champion.
Not often.
Which is crazy, man.
Not often, though, Kung Fu, right?
Well, we did see it with Big Country. Big Country was a black belt in Kung Fu. So I forgot his style of Kung Fu, but Big Country must have been Panda. It must have been like Panda Kung Fu or something like that.
Yeah, Roy Nelson, right? You know, Roy Nelson, Big Country was Kung Fu. But he also was a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. He was a pretty solid submission grappler. But also, for sure. I mean, he hit like a truck and he had a hell of a chin. I love Roy Nelson, man. Whatever happened to him? He was great.
He's awesome.
I hope he's doing all right.
You look at guys
shout out to Big Country Roy Nelson, former winner of the Ultimate Fighter, former guest on Ringside Report Radio. Good man. Big Country Roy Nelson.
Why don't we get him back on studio while Freddie's not here? We need to get like some interviews.
All right, set it up.
Want me to set that up?
Yeah, let's call Big Country and see what's up with him.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see like, you know, where he's at. And
I don't know where you are. Are we at the same spot here in the fight?
I'm at my mom's house. What do you think I have?
No, but I mean like in the fight because we're watching on different different things.
I'm like right now. I'm probably about 30 seconds behind you.
You don't know where I'm at. You don't know where I'm at all.
I know where you're at.
I'll tell you where I'm at here. The fight is about to start. Ribas and Vanzant have their hands up, and the fight has begun. Round 1. 4 minutes 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51. Where are you at, AJ? Has the fight started on your side?
No, it hasn't started, and they're just about to. I told you, I'm about 30 seconds behind. Come on, guys. Start. And don't get into what happened so I can do the old ooh and ows out of it, too.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay,
they just touched. No, they didn't. It happened a long time ago, AJ. 30 seconds into this fight.
Well, at least I can always go back in time and bring up some stuff that happened that you missed.
I could pause for a bit and wait for you, so we sync up. No. It's okay. We should be watching it in the same room. That's the thing.
Well, that's what's gonna happen soon, man.
Vanzant and Ribas clinching up. Oh, Ribas with a takedown. She's got her in judo side. That's where Ribas wants Vanzant. She wants her on the ground. She wants to look for that submission. She's got judo side. Laying down some elbows and judo side.
She's thrown some nice knees as well, during this fight. Oh, Ribas, nice. Total Ronda Rousey, man.
Paige needs to get out of there. She's in a bad position. She's in judo side control up against the fence, and Ribas is hitting her with some elbows and trying to set up.
And she's strong, eh? Look at the power that she has behind her. I'm telling you, this is the Brazilian Ronda Rousey right here. Why not, man?
Ribas a huge favorite. We both picked Amanda Ribas to win this fight. Who do you have for the rest of the card? Let's remind everybody. I know we previewed it on Thursday night because Ringside Report, we talk MMA every Thursday night here on the YouTube channel, live at 8 p.m. Oh, Paige getting out of it. Ribas looking for the armbar.
Wait. Where am I? I'm getting nervous.
Ribas is on bottom, looking for an armbar. Oh, she's trying to separate the hands. Oh, she's got her. Oh, boy. Oh, that's pretty extended.
Look how
There you go. It's over. It is over. Paige Vanzant taps to the armbar in the first round. Ribas, the hired gun by the UFC to get Paige Vanzant out of there, does her job. The biggest favorite on this entire card finishes Paige Vanzant in the first round with an armbar. Paige tried to escape there, but her arm was too deep, too extended. She couldn't flip over. She had to tap.
Did you see that lock?
Really nice work. That was really nice work by Amanda Ribas.
Hey, listen, man. I said it. Ronda Rousey, right there. Textbook. Ronda Rousey from Brazil. Here we go, man. That was beautiful, beautiful, like judo control, beautiful side control, jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
To turn it into an armbar, and she didn't only just have an armbar. She was able to lock Paige Vanzant's neck so she couldn't get that roll to get out of armbar.
Yeah.
Man, that was excellent. That was excellent.
Yeah, that was actually really nice with the legs keeping her neck and shoulder there, locking her up so she couldn't move on the other side.
Wow, look! I'm just re-looking at
technique.
The armbar. Beautiful, man.
Wow.
Paige was locked. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. This is what it's all about right here. You don't have any grappling. You don't have any understanding on what Jiu-Jitsu is. That'll teach you.
That was really beautiful stuff there by Amanda Ribas. The armbar was solid. Paige looks,
you know what the difference is?
Bummed out. Ribas is crying with joy. She is very happy.
Her arm is hurt, I think.
And Paige has had arm problems in the past. She's had arm surgery and stuff. Going for that arm was the move. And I'm seeing Jason Morno Pete, our buddy out in Mexico, says from side control right away she kept that arm. She was going for that from the start. Amanda Ribas knew what she was doing. What are you eating over there? You're making so much noise. Chips? You got chips, bro?
What? Dude, it's date night, man.
You're making so much noise with those chips. It's so loud.
Lays, man. You just can't have one.
When you eat the bag upside down, too, eh? Why's your bag upside down? You opened it the wrong way?
No.
Yeah, look at your bag.
Listen,
show me your bag. Show me your
it
bag.
Is upside down.
You opened it the wrong way?
Everybody said the same thing yesterday. They're all on my case, and here we go again.
You
opened up the bag the wrong way.
Show me.
It's the other way.
Why
man.
did you do that?
Yes, it is.
Why?
So I can see the logo from my point of view.
What?
But
you did that on purpose?
Listen.
You did it on purpose?
No, man, it was a mistake. Everybody got on. Listen, man, I had to hear it. I had to hear it yesterday. Everybody gave me the same bull crap yesterday. Hey, man, my battery.
You opened it.
You know what's killing me?
What, your battery?
My battery count. Fuck.
What's happening?
No, it's charging.
Are you just gonna disappear on me? Because your battery on whatever you're using is. What are you on right now? You on a laptop, a tablet? What is your camera?
No, an iPad.
You're on an iPad. And it's dying? You better charge that thing, dude. You better charge that thing. You're gonna disappear.
No, man, it's charging as we speak, man. It's not like I can see.
What a show. What a show. AJ disappears because his iPad died. That's the type of technology we're doing here. Big production.
Well, listen, if that happens, then I'm going to have to resort to a... You're going to send me the link again, just hypothetically. Let's say it happens. You're going to send me the link to log on via Twitter, to my Daddy Brook Twitter.
Okay.
And then I'll log on with my other tablet, just in case. What the fuck happened today? What's going on?
AJ's having all sorts of problems. If you disappear on me, I swear, it's going to be crazy.
Dude, listen, if it disappears, like I said, do me a favor, actually. Send me the link to my Twitter account, just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
I'll be off for a few minutes, but I'll be right back, kids.
Why don't you charge it?
Damn.
Can you charge it right now while you're on?
Yeah, I'm charging it, but it's like not much percentage. It said low battery, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's supposed to be charging. What is that bullshit?
I don't know, man.
Okay. Wait. Let me do something here. Let me do something.
What a win there for Amanda Ribas. She's talking to John Anik right now.
Hold on a sec, Davey. Let me try to figure something out here. No.
She
that
wants
won't
another
work.
big fight. She's asking the UFC for another big fight. Huge win there for Ribas over a big name there in Paige Vanzant. Now we know who Amanda Ribas is. Like, I'm not going to forget. This is a big win on a big pay-per-view over Paige Vanzant, who's a big name in the sport. Amanda Ribas with a really impressive win, a nice armbar victory in the first round.
I told
Amanda
you, man.
Ribas
I told
just made
you.
a name for herself
Uh,
at 125 pounds. It's a tough
she's a
division.
beast.
Tough division.
She's a beast.
She's not quite ready for Valentina Shevchenko, though. I don't know.
I don't know about
Well,
that,
I mean,
man.
you beat Paige VanZant. That's one thing. Let's see what else you can do.
She didn't only beat her; she beat her in style. So you know what? That says a lot. And her knees and like her clinch game, just getting to the takedown, was very impressive.
Do you not think it sucks though that the UFC did that to Paige VanZant? Like, and now
No.
they're gonna offer her like no money, and she'll probably leave, right? Like, do you think that Paige VanZant re-signs with the UFC now? After that?
Well, look.
Because now, like,
Look at that.
I mean, she knows what they just did to her. She's been talking about how little she's made with the UFC. She's a star with the UFC that they're basically trying to get rid of. That's kind of disappointing because she knows her worth, right? She knows that she's worth something because she's a star. You know, she's seen... Once these people see what other people are getting paid and see what's possible out there for them, they're like, hey, why am I doing this fighting thing for this measly money that you're giving me? She makes more money off Instagram than she does off fighting. She makes more money promoting things off Instagram because everybody follows her because she dances around in her underwear, right? She's making more money off Instagram than she does off fighting. And she's famous and she's a fighter and she's cool and, people want to follow her because she's an interesting person, because she's a star, right? And the UFC is like,
the underwear
whatever.
helps.
Well, yeah, of course, man. Of course that
man,
helps.
we know that.
Sex sells,
Remember
man.
Ronda
We
Rousey
know
when she
this,
put her
and that's
bikini
okay.
shots? Think
That's
about it.
okay. That's okay. That's part of life, and there's nothing wrong with that.
It's like when Connor wears his
She's-
tight shorts and he has his ding dong hanging out almost. I mean, have you ever seen those shots? I'm
People
what
like
the hell's
that.
up with
Look,
Connor?
there's an audience for that, man. Okay, and there's an audience for Paige VanZant, and she knows it, and she's using it to her advantage, and she's made a name for herself. A big name for herself.
Dave, just to be on the safe side, did you send me the link on Twitter?
Yes,
Okay,
I
to make sure.
I just
want
DM'd
to be
you on
clear.
Twitter.
Okay, just in case something happens and yeah.
Are you seriously gonna drop out here on me? You're all nervous now.
I don't know, man.
All these technical difficulties on the show, man. We started the show with all sorts of difficulties, and now you're just gonna disappear on me mid-show.
Listen,
Crazy.
Listen, if I
Crazy.
Hey, listen, if I disappear, I'll be back. I'll be back.
Good. You better be. So they're interviewing Israel Adesanya right now because he's gonna be on the cover of the new UFC video game with Masvidal. Have you seen that?
Nigerian connection, man.
You haven't seen the video game?
No, I haven't. I don't play that many video games, Dave. Come on, I play real life stuff.
I'll show you the cover of the game here.
That's the cover.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
Hold on. You're not getting the whole thing. There you go.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool
Now-
cover, actually.
You know what? These guys are making money because I'm sure EA Sports is paying them big money for this. And think about it. Have you seen Well, you actually sent me the link, but if most people that are watching us haven't seen Masvidal's house that he bought in Miami, holy smokes, man! Tony Montana style for real.
Yeah.
Somebody's making bucks, except for Mike Perry. Mike Perry only makes $6, and on Thursday's show, he's not going to be making anything. That's what he said. After taxes and this and that, he's left with $6 from a fight. I don't know what happened to his money, but I can tell you, Masvidal's house is awesome. Did you see it, Dave?
I just hit my first fight on my parlay, by the way. Amanda Ribas, I had her to win on my parlay. I got a Ribas, Andrade, Yan, Volkanovski parlay here.
Yeah, you're gonna lose with the Andrade fight, but
We'll see. We'll see.
I told you.
Is that the only fight that we disagree on? So right now, who do we have the rest of the fights? I've got Andrade. I've got Peter Yan. You got Peter Yan too, right? But you got Rose Namajunas, right? But you got Peter Yan over Jose Aldo.
Yep.
Volkanovski over Holloway.
Yep.
Right? And you've got Usman, but I've got Masvidal. I've got Masvidal by knockout. Oh, what? You're changing your mind now? Since Thursday, you're changing your mind?
Look,
what?
I'm gonna tell you
did I
something.
convince you on Thursday? I did. I could see your mind changing. I could see it, AJ. I saw it in the camera. I saw the show, and I could see that I was changing your mind with my arguments for Masvidal win.
No, you know how not that you changed my mind, but it's very close to like being changed. I'm gonna just see how they walk in, and then I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm going with Dave on this. The reason why I'm close to Masvidal winning this is because once I saw that guy's house, I've realized that this guy is fighting because he needs to maintain his lifestyle. He wants to win. I saw that house, and I'm like, damn, this guy's a real deal, man.
Are you serious, man? The house changed your mind?
Yeah, man, the house changed my mind.
Oh.
Look, if Mike Perry had a house like Masvidal, he wouldn't be in the position that he's in, knocking out old people at a restaurant. It was a disaster. Masvidal has a reason to fight and win. He needs to keep up with the lifestyle.
That makes no sense. I don't know what you're talking
about. It does, man. It does.
That makes no sense.
Oh, yeah, man.
AJ,
it makes sense,
you picked Usman on Saturday to win the fight, but then you saw pictures of Masvidal's house on Friday. So now you think he's gonna win. We gotta show pictures of the house now. Hold on, now I gotta get pictures of his house.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Like when you got guys like Nick the Greek and all these guys these bookies out like in Vegas and whatnot, I'm telling you, man, they look at everything. They even look at the way the guy goes to the washroom. That makes a difference in who's gonna win. My thing is Masvidal's house is the reason he might win tonight. Dave, take it away before before I get like logged off here.
What are you at?
3%.
So you're just gonna let your iPad die? That's your plan? Can you put a charger in?
Listen, I'm not tech savvy, so I don't know if that's
You're really not tech savvy. Clearly.
But what I don't.
You know you have a 3-hour YouTube show to do, and your iPad's like dead after half an hour.
It's bullshit.
So you're gonna come back on what? Your phone or something? What are you gonna do?
I have my backup tablet, but the thing is that I don't understand like this iPad shit. Is it gonna it's plugged in and everything? It should still work.
How old are you, man? I don't understand. You really don't understand technology. It's great.
Listen, man. I heard enough old shit today. Somebody called me old. Do you believe it?
Who
and I said old? This. I won't say it. But I said this. I might be old, but I'll still kick your ass at 20. That's what it comes down to.
Wow.
Mind you,
there's some here 20... we go. I got the pictures that you sent me here from the sun. This is
now take a look at this,
house.
Kids. Look at that. Reason to win.
That's not Masvidal's
Tony
house.
Montana.
That's Masvidal. Blah blah blah. There's Masvidal's house.
Wow.
Oh, there's more pictures. There you go. More pictures.
Wow. Let's take a look at this. Wow. Imagine what goes on in there, man.
Whoa.
Bilzerian style. Wow.
Jeez.
I'm telling you, man. Tony Soprano. Not Tony Soprano. So Tony weird. Montana.
Strange decor for Masvidal. Why does he have a piano?
Why? Because he plays the piano, maybe.
Nice kitchen.
You know, tulips. What's better than roses on a piano?
Look at all that. Look at all that counter space, man. Look at all that counter space. Marble. Nice. Whoa. Look at that bathtub.
That's what AJ needs.
You know,
AJ needs this.
This place,
I'm telling you, if we make money, if we make money down the road, which I know we are. See that guy that's in there? That's me. Go back.
That's not you.
Go back. That's me
Tony
right there.
Montana.
That's you. That's
me in the tub. That's me in the tub.
No. That's me in the tub, man. I'm going in the tub.
All right.
Where's Fred?
Look at that. Look at that barbecue
area.
Talk
about the parties, man.
Masvidal's living large, man. Okay, that's not.
There you go.
Oh, he's got a pool table.
And a popcorn machine.
Ooh, that's what I like. The gym. Look at that. But why is it so non-MMA? You know, that's not an MMA fighter's gym. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. He has a gym, man. Think
Yeah.
about it. Look at him.
Yeah. Pretty cool house.
BMF.
Pretty cool house. Masvidal.
Look, Dave, that was
changed
enough
your
to
mind.
sort of
That
sway me.
changed your mind.
Yep.
That's amazing.
That was like, like I said, man, it's like bookmakers look at everything, and that to me was that guy needs to win to maintain that lifestyle.
Yeah, I got Masvidal by knockout tonight. I've got Masvidal
You'll
by
be
knockout
drinking
tonight.
champagne, but tonight we drink Molson
I'll
Canadian.
be drinking champagne. I'm not drinking Molson Canadian. Tonight I'm drinking
not?
coffee, and then a little bit later on, I'm going to have some Grape Crush. That's what I'm drinking, okay?
Old school, new school.
Yeah.
Crush.
Yeah, coffee, weed, Grape Crush. Good times, okay? Good times had by all. That's how we party over here.
I wonder how Fred's doing, man. Is he having like his gummy bears with him right now, smoking weed?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope
Fred.
he's having a good time right now. Hope he's enjoying himself.
I'm so happy for Freddie, man. We have another member to the Ringside team, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
New baby for Freddie.
I can't
Amazing.
believe it. That's a crazy.
Amazing.
Man. Next is going to be Dave. Dave, I know, is going to pop out something soon. I know it. I can feel it. I can feel it in the stars. And then what's going to happen? Don't do it right away, Dave. Wait at least 6, 7, 8 months. So then Freddie could take all the stuff and give it to you after. You see what I'm saying?
Well, no one's pregnant, so it's going to be at least that, AJ. 6, 7,
Good
8
point.
months.
I didn't think.
there's no, yeah.
I didn't do my math on that one, but you got a point. Wait at least
no one's pregnant.
10. Wait about 10 months. How's that sound? 10, 11 months.
Seems a little soon. We'll talk later.
Man. Come
Rose
on, dude.
Namajunas
Just bang it
making
out.
her walk. Why don't you have some more kids, AJ?
Maybe if I go down to Mexico and meet Jason, I probably could.
Oh my goodness, AJ. Rose Namajunas making her walk here, getting ready for the fight. Jessica Andrade will be fighting her. Pat Barry is hyped up. He's in Rose's corner. He is her husband, boyfriend, something, life partner. And coach, of course.
You know who I saw on Twitter?
See,
nobody. UFC, feed?
Sorry, but nobody bothers, Rose Namajunas when she has her boyfriend in her corner. But for some reason, when Mike Perry does it, it's like all screwed up,
Yeah, but you know why?
It's because Pat Barry's
one
like
woman and then he had another.
Well, it's because Pat Barry's like
Pat
a real
Barry is
MMA
legend,
fighter.
man.
I'm joking.
Yeah,
Pat Barry used to fight in the UFC. He's an MMA coach. Mike Perry just had his girlfriend who had no fights ever.
And
Or
I
fight
think
knowledge,
he
really.
just knocked out her father or an uncle of the new girlfriend. It's not looking good in the relationship. I'm no Dr. Phil, but I can assure you this. It's probably not going to work out.
Between who? Mike Perry and his
Between
girlfriend?
Mike Perry and his new girlfriend.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, it didn't look so good. We played that clip on the show on Thursday, right? Mike Perry getting into a fight with it seemed like his girlfriend's family, using the
the
N-word
uncle
as well.
or something like that.
And the UFC is
What's up
not
with
really
this guy?
having it. Jessica
Are you going to show that
Andrade-
clip again?
Jessica Andrade solidly wiping down her armpits before she goes into the fight. I like that. She takes her T-shirt and just gives her armpits like a nice wipe down on each side. Dry those babies out. What was your question? Sorry, I got distracted by Andrade's armpit play.
Where was it? Are you going to show Mike Perry's clip again tonight when there's
I
some,
don't-
lull time?
Maybe
Come on,
if,
man, it's
maybe
so funny.
if you're not, maybe if you disappear, I'll just have me and Mike Perry clips to deal with.
And Dana White talking. Listen, on another note, is there any thing? I can't see any of the questions, so I can't answer anybody.
Don't worry.
I like to see what's happening.
I'll pose questions if there are questions. Take
Why
it
don't you put
easy.
them on the air? Can't you put
There's
them
no
on the feed?
questions right now. We don't have many questions. We're good. You're good. There's no questions to answer. Take it
What's up
easy,
with
AJ.
everybody? I'm a little stressed, man.
Yeah, you are stressed. Eating chips over there. I hear you with the chips.
Listen, you know what it is? It might be the anti-inflammatories that I'm taking for my
What
for
happened?
my back pain.
What happened to you? You fell?
Movie. Yeah,
How
as
old
usual,
are you?
fuck. What's that supposed to mean?
Well, what do you mean you fell?
Moving.
How did you?
Stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've moved before, but I didn't fall. You're saying everybody falls when they move? What are you talking about?
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. On Wednesday, here in Montreal, because most people don't know we're in Montreal, it was the shittiest time to move. It was like a heat stroke going, like heat wave.
Okay,
I had a guy
the
that was
heat has
moving.
nothing to do with
Yeah.
why you fell.
Listen,
Why did you fall?
No. Because there was a typhoon that happened right after. I
Okay.
went from one house to another house. The first house was high heat, and one of the three movers was 74 years old. And I'm like, I'm gonna kill this guy on my move. He's gonna die for sure. He's going down, and I felt bad for him. And I'm like, I gotta help these movers. So that's what happened. It started to rain
But
when I
how
got to
did
the
you
second
fall?
place.
Get to the point.
Down the stairs, man.
Oh. Okay. Rose Namajunas fighting Jessica Andrade here. The fight's about to start. Bruce Buffer's doing the introductions. Andrade plus 175, the underdog.
She looks good, man.
I didn't see what Namajunas was. I'm seeing Namajunas minus 210, favorite.
They have the same haircut almost.
I've got Andrade. You've got Namajunas. This will be good.
Listen, on their first fight, Rose was peppering her with all kinds of shots. She was winning that fight, and then she got caught in this submission attempt where she didn't let go and she got dropped on her head. If it wasn't for that, Rose was winning it, either by decision or by a TKO. Rose was winning it, and you know what? It was a mistake. She corrected it, and I really hope that Rose can continue where she left off, other than the head drop. You know, just before the head drop.
We'll see.
Which was nasty, man. That was a nasty one.
Yeah, it was a big slam. And here we go. They touch gloves. 4 minutes, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. 10 seconds into the fight here. It's on.
You know what this comes down to, game? It's a mental game. It's like getting into a car accident and then going back out to drive. Sometimes you have that fear. If Rose doesn't have that fear now of being slammed on her head, she's taking this.
She hasn't fought since that fight.
Yep.
You know?
And it took her a while to like get the courage to come back, right? She's so fast. Look at her movements.
Must have been a really bad concussion, too. Like, you want to take a little while before you even get back to training after that. You get slammed on your head like that. You get knocked unconscious. You got to take a break. So it's going to take a while. She last fought May of 2019 when she got knocked out. Slammed on her head. Oof.
And like I said, it was unfortunate because she was just winning that fight. And like this fight right now, as you can see, Rose is like, her movements are so quick. She's so fast, man. It's hard to hit her. Andrade is more of a boxy fighter, but when Rose lets go, man, it's going to be fast.
Andrade hits heavy,
she touches
though.
and goes.
She's got more power.
She does.
You know? She just landed a leg kick that was just heavy. You see her legs. They're, she's shorter, but she's thick. She's got big arms. She's got big legs. Rose is more tall and wiry. She's a long fighter, and she moves really well. She's got great footwork. Andrade just landed a good uppercut, but Rose is circling and still landing a couple shots there on the outside.
The one thing with Rose is that her boxing skills are really high level. I mean, she's awesome. Defensively, the way her head movement, the way she's stepping away, and just landing those jabs is amazing. Andrade is going to tire herself out.
The way she moves her feet, like really crazy. I'm just watching her feet, just the way she comes in and out, and she's dancing in there. It's really impressive. Always moving. Never stops moving. There's not a moment where Rose just stands still for a second. She's not there for Andrade to hit her. She's always moving around.
See how she can duck under a punch? Like Andrade threw a
Rose with a good right.
She's just
good right hand by Rose there. Oh, and a big jab. Whoa. Rose is really good. She's using that range. She's using her distance, and she's just landing shots on Andrade.
What do people think out there? What are they thinking of this fight? Who do you got to win?
Who's everybody picking? Who's everybody picking for this fight? I've got Andrade, although now it's looking like Rose. Rose is winning this fight so far.
Listen, this is exactly how it started. This is exactly the first round of their last fight.
Yeah. Andrade needs to get on the inside of Rose, get a little bit closer, but Rose keeps her away from her with those long shots, straight right hand.
And the thing with Rose is that she can take a shot, right? She'll take that punch, a solid punch, and she shakes it off, and she just gets back to her game, which is kind of scary, Listen, everybody has a bad fight. That was Rose's bad fight.
Ooh. Andrade lands good leg kicks. Every time she lands a leg kick, it looks like it works, but she's only landed a couple in the fight so far.
Does it seem to you that there's more people in the crowd, or am I seeing things? Did they up the maximum?
I don't know what it is out in Abu Dhabi, man. I'm not sure what the rules are. I think it was like they were allowed like 2,000 people maybe in the building somehow, which seemed like a lot.
Dude, I'm worried about my power here, man. Jesus, it's going down. Fuck.
Can't you plug it in?
I have it plugged in. What is this bullshit?
It's plugged in and it's not charging?
Yeah, it's showing that there's like electricity or whatever. I can see that little lightning bolt thing on. Damn it.
But it's losing power.
It's losing power, man. Look, if worse comes to worse, I'm going to get on my secondary tablet, and if something happens, just take your phone and put me on speaker. I'll be talking just my voice.
What? No, I'm not doing that. Figure it out, AJ.
Why not? It'll be fun.
That's not fun. It's not fun for anybody. No one will hear you. There's no point in that. Figure it out.
Don't worry. Everything will work out. There we go. First round. First round Rose.
Doug in Toronto says Rose for the win, third round.
Yep.
He's got Rose. Rose looking good. Rose won that first round. She's in the corner right now getting advice from her coach, Trevor Whitman. Rose looked good. They're showing Andrade's leg kicks, though. Those were nice. Andrade, oh, man, nice elbow Rose landed there.
Dave, there wasn't that many kicks from Andrade.
No,
honestly,
there was only a couple. There was like 2 leg kicks, but they were solid. Rose landed way more punches. Rose won that round for sure. Punches, knees, elbows. She landed a lot in that round.
There they go. They show that one kick on the UFC highlights.
Yeah, but everything else is Rose. Yeah. She won that round for sure, 10-9, easily. I don't know any judge that didn't score it for Rose. Like, come on. She won.
Yeah, it was very clear that she won. There's no doubt about that first round. But you never know, man. Like, I don't know who the judges are tonight. I didn't see the names. D'Amato, I'm sure, is there.
I don't know about that.
Bird is probably not there. Here's Andrade doing a lot of head movement. I don't know what she's trying to do there. She's trying to do a Tyson type of bobbing and weaving kind of thing.
It's not working. She's getting hit.
No, she looks so and she looks so stiff.
Well, compared to Rose,
throws these short.
She looks stiff compared to Rose. You know, Rose is
100%.
She's at another level as far as her movement and her striking. The feints, you know. Rose is not landing too much so far in the second round. 3 minutes, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31. Hey, Joe, you're freaking out over there, eh? Look at him. He's getting up.
I am, man.
He's having all sorts of problems. His thing's going to drop out.
Technology,
Joe Dela Cruz on the chat says he put 500 on Jorge. I like that. I like that, Joe Dela Cruz.
Did you tell?
Big time.
Listen,
big time. That's what I'm talking about.
Did you hear why I'm going with Masvidal?
Well,
Tell him why I'm
now
going
you're
with
going with
Masvidal.
Masvidal officially, right? You're picking Masvidal to win. It's amazing
Because of the house.
because of his cool house. Because you think he needs the money, so that's the motivation for him to win. As if he didn't have
Damn
enough
right,
motivation to win before. Now you think, oh well, the house. Yeah, now he's for sure motivated because he's got to pay for the house. That's ridiculous.
Exactly.
That's ridiculous.
Listen, man.
That's terrible fight
I told
analysis.
you.
What do you have in that chip bag? What are you doing over there? Oh, he's like sorting through wires and everything. Look at him. Look at him.
That's why I need to be in studio so I don't have to go through this shit. Do you think this is easy for me? Technology and me are not like friends.
Yeah, it's true. When you're over here, you know, I take care of everything for you. I give you a microphone and I say speak. Ooh, Rose with a flying knee. She missed and she fell. Oh, that could have been real bad for Rose, but Andrade wasn't able to kind of get on top of her. And Rose is back to her feet.
Let's see if this shit works now. I don't want to lose you, Dave. I don't want to lose you.
I don't want to lose you either, man. That would suck. That'd be weird.
Here we go.
AJ, technical difficulties. See, it's a lot funnier on my side. See, you're always, when I'm having technical difficulties over here trying to fix things, you're always
laughing.
You're laughing, right? Now I'm over here and you have technical difficulties and I get to laugh. I very rarely get to laugh at your technical difficulties. It's pretty great.
Oh, dude, I shouldn't have done that. I don't see the fucking... Oh, man. This sucks.
Oh! Andrade got hurt there. Rose is landing some serious shots. 1, 2,
I'm missing the fight
and then a
because of the
good
stupid
elbow.
technology.
AJ
Damn it,
lost
damn
his
it. Get in there.
fight feed. He's dropping out left and right. It's not even on camera. You just see his arm. Giving you play-by-play of AJ right now. Oh, there's
Okay.
his thumb.
What the fuck? Okay, good news. I see that little lightning bolt again.
Can you just
This
call
shit
Lucy
is
to help you?
complicated.
Can't Lucy come and just help you? That's what you need. You need Lucy to help
Where's
you.
my-
I know she helps
where's
with
my-
all the technology at home because there's no way that you do any of it. She sets everything up for you. And that's a fact, AJ. And you know that's true.
Thank God for Molson Canadian. Okay. I see it. There's 1%. I got my little lightning bolt going.
Wow.
Dave, I don't know, man. This
Close
is not
one.
looking good.
It's 1%? So you are going to drop out. You're going to disappear. Because your iPad's going to die.
But you sent me the link, right, on Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
So
No-
you'll
no
get
worries.
on a phone or something?
No, I'm going to... Excuse me. I'm going to get on another tablet. See, I'm
Hey,
getting,
hit us up on Super
heartburn
Chat
from
so
all this
AJ can
stress.
get a new tablet. Hit us up on that Super Chat. AJ needs a new tablet. Andrade seriously slowed down in that second round. She's not landing anything. Rose is starting to really pick her apart and get more and more momentum here. That was another second round for Rose Namajunas. That was all Rose in that round. As AJ
Matt.
struggles, but that was all Rose Namajunas. Just
Bravo, Rose.
dominant
Bravo.
second round there.
Man,
You know, it was
it's
kind of
incredible.
it started slow, but Rose just started pouring it on and on and on, and just like you could tell Andrade, she's like not in a good spot. And you look at Rose in the corner, she's just ready for more. She's ready for this third round. Rose looks great.
Amazing. And it's incredible when you see her fighting. It's her defensive skills and her the way she's able to see the punches coming in. She ducks under like all kinds of shots. I mean, her fighting IQ is like unbelievable, man. This girl is she's impressed me from the first time I saw her. Even though she lost her last fight, you know, it was just a bad mistake that, you know, that she would have won the fight if it didn't happen. And tonight she's back to where she left off. Rose is amazing. I wish I could box like her.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. She's crazy.
The shit is still on. Okay, about 1%. It's plugged in. You figure that it still would manage to go. I feel like on life support here. Don't pull the plug. Here we go, round 3.
Yeah, I'm 4 minutes 20, 420, 419, 418, 417,
So I'm
416, 415.
I'm only 20 seconds.
20 seconds behind me. There's a
Yeah.
tweet on the screen they just showed. Steve-O tweeting 2-0 Thug Rose. I agree
Damn
with
right,
you,
Steve-O.
Steve-O.
What I was trying to say earlier, Halle Berry. Remember Halle Berry,
Yeah.
the actress? Yeah, she's
Yeah.
watching the fights. She put out a shout out for 251.
I don't care.
Do you know that her kid is born in Montreal? Did you know that, Dave?
I don't know. I also don't really care.
Why not, man?
I don't know.
TMZ
whatever.
cares.
Do they?
Of course they do.
I don't think they do. Oh.
Hey, did you hear the latest about Robert De Niro, man, having like financial issues? What's up with this guy?
How's that possible?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of talk about De Niro having problems with money now, movie careers and all that kind of stuff. He's, when you live large and money's not coming in, things happen.
I guess.
Reason why
really
I said Masvidal needs to win. Maybe
Man.
I should give Harvey Keitel a call. Maybe because they're buddies. You know that, eh?
So you're gonna give Harvey Keitel a call and ask him about Robert De Niro's financial problems? That's your plan?
No. I'll give him some advice. Don't worry about it. I have a room at my mom's house. I can rent him.
De Niro?
Sure, why not, man? He would love it here. Imagine an Italian mother cooking for him. By the way, when
Ooh.
Harvey Keitel comes back to Montreal, I promised him I'm bringing him to my mom's house for lasagna. I swear, it's no joke. I guarantee you, I'll
Rose
get
is
him here.
busted up. Oh, big takedown. Andrade takes Rose down. Man, Rose is starting to... She's bleeding real bad. It looks like her nose is broken or something. She's definitely going to have trouble breathing here. Rose is hurt. Andrade landed some heavy punches and busted Rose up bad. And now got a big takedown, but Rose has her in the guard.
Yeah.
2 minutes
Their
left
noses-
here. Just over 2 minutes. Oh, Rose pushes her off and gets back to her feet. Yeah, Rose's face is kind of a mess right now. She got busted up real bad. I think her nose is broken.
Yeah. It's like, with Rose, it's pretty common. She always bleeds from that nose, so big deal. But she doesn't stop her will to win this fight. That's the beautiful thing.
Yeah, I mean, she guarded
Wow.
up, got back to her feet after the takedown.
And that was
And
a
now she's
beautiful
back to
push
work.
to get back on her feet.
But
She's
you could
awesome.
tell, they're both slowing down a little bit, but Rose just landed a nice 1-2 combination. Oh, but Andrade with a good right hand.
I don't find Rose is slowing down that much.
I think from the first and second round, she's not moving as fluidly as she was. I mean, come on.
Well,
She's been
ducking
fighting
away
for a
from the
while.
Punches.
She's tired a little
Yeah,
bit.
but she looks good. She
happens.
looks good. Her combinations are
Yeah.
still on the mark.
Yeah. She's still landing some punches. She's still moving well. She's not dead tired here, but she's getting hit with more stuff than she was in the first 2 rounds. This is definitely Andrade's best round. Andrade landed
not
some
that
shots
great,
here.
but it's a better round.
Couple
but
good
Rose
body
won
punches. Oof.
this. I like to see the strike count on this.
Oh, Andrade is getting in. She's getting in there now.
Yeah, it's do or die, Dave. She's got no choice.
Yeah, but she got on the inside. She landed a few. Oh, Rose going for a takedown. Andrade swept her. They go back to their feet. Interesting third round here. Andrade is looking all right here in this third. Rose is looking like she's starting to fade, but Andrade is going to run out of time.
Nice.
Andrade with a nice uppercut there.
But that takedown counts, man.
Yeah. All right. Oh, this fight's
Look, there's
over.
a lot. Yeah.
Fight's
and
over.
you know what,
I think Rose won the first 2 rounds. I think Rose wins 29-28. She should win this fight.
I think she won
I'm
the
not
third.
sure. I'm not sure she won the third here. She got busted up real
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
in the third. Like first and second round, her face looks fine. Third round, look at her face, busted up.
Yeah, but that-
nose busted up.
but that
Eye
doesn't mean
busted
anything.
up. No, but she took a lot of damage in that third round. She got taken down.
Sure.
I don't think she won the third round. You think she won the third too?
Yeah.
Nah.
If you
I
look
don't
at,
think so.
I like to see the strike count. But big deal. So she was bleeding from her nose. It's normal. She's gonna look bad.
Yeah, she
but
also
it didn't
took
stop her.
she took a lot of punches, took a lot of damage. Look, I'm saying she won the fight. I just think she lost the third round. It's okay. We can disagree. It happens.
It happens.
AJ
but you should have
giving it
listened to me,
30-27 for Rose.
Yep.
No,
and
that's
you know what?
okay. I'm not
I
listening
told
to
you to go with Rose, man. I told you.
Watch
to
the
go
judges
with Rose,
give it
but
to
no.
Andrade. Watch the judges give it to
For
Andrade.
what? I'd say, I swear to God, I'd freak out. I
Because
would
they're
send
judges and they don't know. Oof. It's a nice takedown from Andrade, man. I like that throw. Yeah, she for sure won
Rose
the
had
third
a nice
round, man.
takedown.
I don't know what you're saying. Andrade won that third round. Total strikes in round 1, 25 Andrade, 37 Rose. Round 2, 30 Andrade, 46 Rose. Round 3, 35-35, even in round 3. Total strikes. So Rose won the first 2 rounds, total strikes, but in the third round they were even. Yeah, so they were even in strikes, but Andrade got the takedown. So Andrade wins the round, AJ. How about that? How about that?
I don't know about that, man.
Well, here comes Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Come on, Bruce. Get in there before this stupid iPad cuts me off. Come on, Bruce. Don't be shy. Come out. Oh, there you are.
Split decision. Ooh.
Split? Are you serious?
Ooh. They give it to Rose.
Of course they give it to Rose, but how do you give a split? What kind of retard? I don't want to use that word. Sorry, Dave.
Don't
Let me
use
apologize.
that word.
What
What does the matter with you?
What kind of
apologize?
Imbecile? I just did. What kind of imbecile, some idiot, would actually think this was a split? Seriously. Is it Adelaide Bird that's there again?
It could happen.
Come on, Dave. No,
but
it
you know
can't
what?
happen.
You know what all three judges? You know what all 3 judges did, AJ? Gave the third round to Andrade because it was 29-28 Rose, 29-28 Andrade, and 29-28 Rose, right? So the judges that scored it for Rose probably scored the third round for Andrade, and the judges that scored it for Andrade probably scored the third round for Andrade. So all the judges scored the third round for Andrade. But whatever. Rose wins 29-28, a split decision. 29-28 on 2 judges' scorecards. The third judge scoring it 29-28 for Andrade.
Either or, she won. That's what counts. And I told you, listen to AJ, you would have won. Who said the third round decision on the chat?
No one. Somebody said Rose third round knockout. Didn't happen. Decision. Third round decision? That's not a thing. The decision always happens after the third round, unless it's a championship fight. Yeah.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about.
Do I?
Yeah.
Wow, they're interviewing Rose right after the fight here. Rose's eye is all busted. Her nose is bleeding. Rough. She went through it. Tough fight. Good fight for Rose. Good win to come back after a year off and avenge the loss over Andrade. That's big for Rose. She's right back in the mix now. And now Rose, she wins this fight. And now it's like, okay, well, Rose is going to fight Zhang Weili now, right? Like, Rose fights for the title.
Yeah,
that's the fight, right?
Yep, that's going to be awesome, man.
That's next. That's happening.
That's going to be a slugfest.
That was a really big win for Rose Namajunas because that just earned her a title shot. She is going to be next against Zhang Weili. Zhang Weili and Joanna had one of the best fights this year. That was an incredible fight earlier this year. And Zhang Weili beat Joanna Jędrzejczyk by decision. And now I think she's going to fight Rose. Rose, of course, who beat Joanna for the title, but then lost to Andrade. She lost the title to Jessica Andrade. Jessica Andrade then lost the title in her next fight to Zhang Weili. Then Zhang Weili beat Joanna. It just makes sense for Rose, right? Comes back, beats Andrade,
for sure.
Avenges her loss. She's the number 1 contender for sure. She's going to fight Zhang Weili, and that's going to be a big fight.
Look, not to take away from Andrade, but she is an exciting fighter. She has a completely different game. That's why she can't beat someone like Rose or Joanna or Weili. But I like to see her fight again. I don't know against who, but we'll see.
Who, Andrade?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. She's a good fighter. She'll fight again. What's with John Anik's mustache? Why does he have a mustache? Looks weird.
Does he have a Manscaped? That's what counts.
I don't know.
Ringside 20.
Peter Yan,
Special,
Jose Aldo,
20% off.
championship fights coming up, man.
That's going to be awesome.
Here we go.
But you know what? I don't think it's going to go, what is it, 5 rounds? So it's not going to go anywhere close to that. Peter Yan is taking this guy out fast. Everyone's going to know who Peter Yan is after tonight.
Well, he's
so
going to be a
solid,
champion. I don't know if everybody's going to know who he is. I've got Peter Yan.
He's probably one of the most well-rounded fighters in the UFC. This guy is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were saying on Thursday, if you're looking at a fighter that has everything, stand up, ground game, like at the top level of fighting, defense, he has everything. Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, it's all top level. The only thing that he doesn't have is he doesn't have that charisma, like we were saying. He doesn't have a Masvidal. He doesn't have a Cejudo or a Conor type of charisma. If he did, man, most people would know who this guy is because his fighting skills are probably the best I've seen. But he doesn't have charisma.
No,
you know,
I
and that's
haven't
what
heard him
sells.
speak at all. I don't know.
Yeah, well, when he does, you'll see. He's just a nice guy, but unfortunately, you know, Dana likes to see. He likes to see a show.
Well, who doesn't, man? Peter Yan, he needs to put on a show if people are going to care about him. You know?
Look, even George, like if you look at George wasn't the most like. He wasn't a trash talker. He wasn't.
No, but he had
but he had
charisma, you know? He had, yeah, exactly. He had something, you know?
Well, you know what? It all started back in the early days when George, when he first came into the UFC, he used to walk out with his jiu-jitsu uniform and his belt and all that kind of stuff, and he looked like the Karate Kid. So people were attached to him. They were like, this guy's a martial artist, and he was very humble and everything. So he represented martial arts the way martial arts should be represented, in a sense, and people stuck to that. So George, if George didn't have that, you know, he wasn't like the greatest when it comes to charisma. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would never see George talk shit about anybody.
No, but
he wouldn't sell as much.
But that's not, you know, what sold for George. And also he had all of Canada behind him, and everybody watched, and everybody bought the pay-per-view. So it was a different thing with George.
Did you see George? I saw George training.
Yeah, George is always
this
posting
week or
training
whatnot?
videos. George is ready.
Damn,
George is ready for a fight.
He looks in top shape, man. He's always
That's
looking
crazy.
in top shape, but now he looks like he's in fighter shape. Like, he looks like he could get into the ring with anybody tomorrow.
Yep.
What's up with this guy? Something is up. Something is up. I'm telling you.
I think GSP would beat both guys in the main event tonight. How about that? I think he'd beat both of them. If GSP was in the main event tonight, he'd be the welterweight champion. Suck on that. Facts.
Well,
Okay?
listen, man.
GSP
Dave,
walks into the fight. They call GSP on 6 days' notice. He's beating Kamaru Usman. Easy.
is he? Look, I said it on Thursday. We've been talking about it. If Masvidal wins, it opens up the door for a lot of fighters, including Conor. Even Ben Askren took I sent you today. He said the same thing. Ben Askren said, you know what? Masvidal wins, Conor might be a guy he fights.
Yeah.
But let's not forget, out of the blue or out of like left field, you got George St. Pierre, who's in fighter shape. Can he come and fight Masvidal? Yes, he can. Can he come and beat Masvidal? Yes, he can.
Of course
George
he can. Are you
pull
kidding?
this. This is a typical George move where he comes out of the woodwork and he comes and fights for the belt and then steps back. You know what? If Conor doesn't get the fight against Masvidal, George could do it. And you know what? It can happen. This is going to be a year of crazy shit. The UFC has a lot of fights ahead.
That's it. They wanted George for the fight to fight for the 170-pound belt, but like They want him to fight Woodley, you know, or Usman, and he's like, nah, I don't want to fight these guys. They're not really pay-per-view stars. But if Masvidal's the welterweight champion, George would be interested in that, I think. And George, like,
Exactly.
come on, man. He would bully Masvidal. Masvidal would have no shot. He'd be taken down at will, smashed to pieces. George is still
that's
George.
what makes it exciting.
That's what people don't understand, and that's what blows my mind too. Is that George is still out there, and he's like the baddest dude out there. You know, like George is still out there, and he's still GSP. He can still fuck all these guys up. It's crazy, man. It's crazy that there's this guy out there who's not fighting, but he's like in shape. He's ready to go, and you know. All these guys could say that they're the number one, but as long as GSP is sitting out there and he's still, you know, young enough to do it, I don't believe these other guys, man. George is still the guy.
Let me get that light back up. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. George has got like that Bruce Lee mystique. You know, when you think of Bruce Lee, I know that you were talking shit a couple of weeks back, but the bottom line is that he's got that Bruce Lee mystique that. A lot of people think that if Bruce Lee was still alive and in his prime, he could come into the UFC and do what he used to do and be a champion. And George has kind of got that mystique as well. He can walk away from fighting for years, not for months, for years, come back, win, go away, and the people are saying the same thing. George is the greatest fighter of all time, and he can still walk in tomorrow and still become a champion. And if Masvidal wins, this is the perfect door, because the thing with George is he chooses his fight like he did with Bisping.
But I think it's a little bit disrespectful for you to compare Bruce Lee to the greatest martial artist of all time. I mean, let's be honest here. GSP,
but don't forget.
GSP, Bruce Lee on his best day wouldn't stand a chance against GSP with a torn ACL. GSP would smash Bruce Lee each and every time that they would fight. GSP would destroy him. He would get destroyed. Are you kidding me? Bruce Lee was a stuntman movie star. Bruce Lee...
No, he had a legitimate background in Kung Fu and
look, I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Bruce Lee in his prime would get smashed by Jack Briscoe. If you don't know who Jack Briscoe is, Google him. But Jack Briscoe in the 70s, NC2A Division I national champion wrestler, professional wrestler, fucking badass, okay? And like 240 pounds, okay? Jack Briscoe in Bruce Lee's prime would smash Bruce Lee, would destroy him, turn him into a pretzel. There are a lot of guys like Bruce Lee and his martial arts philosophy, for sure, you know? Great stuff, smart guy, interesting thoughts, interesting martial arts philosophies. He had good ideas about martial arts, but this idea that he was the baddest man on the planet when he lived is fucking mythology. It's not true. It's not true at all.
I don't know about that, Dave.
No, dude. There were guys out there that would have destroyed Bruce Lee. Amateur wrestlers, good amateur wrestlers back then. You don't think that Bruce Lee wouldn't get destroyed by those guys? Come on, man. A good heavyweight national champion, Division I wrestler would destroy Bruce Lee in a real fight back then when Bruce Lee was alive and in his prime. Destroy. You've seen the UFC. You know what it's about. You know what fighting is. Come on, man. Let's not pretend.
For sure. No. But we got to look back at the fact that Bruce wasn't only like this kung fu guy. He did study judo. He did study wrestling. He did study jiu-jitsu. When jiu-jitsu wasn't even known, he was studying jiu-jitsu.
When it didn't exist, jiu-jitsu
as well as Bruce. But he studied it. He was a master of knowledge of all the martial arts. Boxing. He trained with a lot of guys. The thing is that he was 125 pounds, man. He wasn't a big guy. But when you look at one of the very first mixed martial artists, Bruce Lee was one of them. So much so that he was excommunicated from his community, which was the Kung Fu community, that was upset with him because he was going outside of Kung Fu to learn other arts, as well as teaching to non-Chinese at the time. So, look, if you look at Bruce Lee for what he did to martial arts, he elevated it to a point where his Jeet Kune Do is a mix of a lot of different martial arts. Could he have done well in the UFC at 125 pounds in his prime? I think he would have been extremely good. He was extremely fast, and he could have probably kept up with anybody at that weight, 125, 135, whatever. To fight at like the early days of the UFC, where it was like no weight category, we look at a guy like Royce Gracie that came in UFC 1, who was 172 pounds wet, and that's with a gi on. And you know what? He fought guys that were 250 plus.
Dude,
so what it comes down to is skill, man. We had to see his skill.
Jack Briscoe would have whooped his ass. Bruce Lee was born in 1940. Bruce Lee was born in 1940. Jack Briscoe was born in 1941. These guys were peers. They were roughly the same age, okay? Jack Briscoe went to the University of Oklahoma. During his junior year in 1964, he was the NC2A Division I runner-up in the 191 weight class, okay? In 1965, he won and became the first Native American to win an NC2A Wrestling National Championship. And during his senior year, he wasn't taken down once during the entire season. Jack Briscoe was a fucking badass. And he would have beat the shit out of Bruce Lee, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to diss Bruce Lee. I'm just trying to tell you that at no point was he the baddest man on the planet during his life. And when he lived, there were guys in Oklahoma that were wrestling that would have fucked him up. And those are just facts because I've watched fighting and I understand what fighting is. And I understand that, like, if you're a little guy who does, you know, whatever he did, Jeet Kune Do, and you're 150 pounds, and you go up against a 220-pound wrestler, you know, first Native American NC2A wrestling champion, this guy's going to fuck you up. AJ, you don't think Jack Briscoe would have beat Bruce Lee? Come on, bro. You know he would have.
No, look.
He would have.
You know what?
Just admit he would have beat him.
Look, listen, I've done wrestling. Jiu-jitsu's my game. You know, it's all about grappling. If you don't have good grappling skills, you're done. You're like a fish out of water. I don't care what background you're in. You need to know a ground game. But Bruce Lee did know a ground game, you know, and
not a
the thing
Division
is
One, not a national champion Division One ground game. Come on.
No. Okay, you're right on that, you know. But the thing is that it's his development of martial arts for a time when. Listen, back in the 70s, man, martial arts clubs were nuts.
Sure.
You know, we watched the Karate Kid.
Uh-oh, did it just happen? Oh, I think it happened. Is AJ gone? Did he just freeze out? He started talking about the Karate Kid and he froze out. Yeah! Oh, my goodness. I think his iPad just died. He's been teasing it for like a long time, and I think it finally happened. Bye, AJ. Bye. We'll miss you. I think he'll come back on. I'm going to text him. Yo, AJ. Did your iPad die? Yo, AJ. Did your iPad die? Oh, awesome. He totally froze out. You guys want to see AJ frozen? Look at frozen AJ. Look how funny that is. Look at his frozen ass. He's gone. What happened to him? His iPad died. Oh, shit. All right. Well, there's fights happening, so that's cool. Who needs AJ, right? We're here. We're all together. I think we'll get AJ back. We'll get AJ back. Oh, man. Good times. Fun night. Peter Yan is in the cage. Jose Aldo just got into the cage. They are there. They are ready. Peter Yan has the Russian flag. Henry Cejudo says he's getting the chills as they see these two men walking in the octagon. Henry Cejudo, former champion here. Maybe the chills are enough to bring him back into the cage to fight the winner? Jose Aldo, 33 years old. Peter Yan, 27. Crazy how young Jose Aldo is, considering how long he's been fighting, right? He's been fighting for ever, I'd say. Roughly forever years. Started as a pro in 2004. I first saw him fight in WEC in 2008. And I remember seeing him early in the WEC and just thinking, oh, who is this guy? He is going to be a massive star in the sport. He's going to be a big champion. And then eventually he became the champion in the WEC. Jonathan Brookins. I remember that fight. I'm just looking at his record. I remember when he beat Jonathan Brookins. I remember that guy. Haven't thought of Jonathan Brookins in a while. He was a good fighter. He was solid there for a while. He was one of the guys there in WEC. He had a little run in the Ultimate Fighter. He was all right. And then, of course, Jose Aldo kind of smashed through the competition in WEC, knocked out Mike Brown, beat Uriah Faber, leg kick after leg kick. Something changed, though, at some point with Jose Aldo. I feel like it was in the Korean Zombie fight. I think it was about then. You know, Aldo was looking really good. WEC, UFC, the Mark Hominick fight was his first one there. I was at that fight in Toronto. Aldo looked amazing in that fight. Looked great against Kenny Florian. Just beat the shit out of Florian. Knocked out Chad Mendes in the first round. Beat up Frankie Edgar. That was a really impressive win. Edgar dropped down from 155 to fight Aldo at 145. That was a super fight at the time. Aldo looked great there. He beat Korean Zombie, but he seemed to kind of slow down, and he just didn't look great in the Korean Zombie fight. I think we're going to get AJ back. He did knock him out, though, in the fourth round. But then the Lamas fight, he didn't look great. And then the Chad Mendes fight, he didn't look great. Like, he was still winning. He beat Lamas, he beat Mendes. But something happened. I'm not sure what it was. But I feel like starting with the Chan Sung Jung fight, there was a little bit of a downturn. He stopped being the Jose Aldo of the WEC, and he became the Jose Aldo that we see today of the UFC, which is not quite the same. The leg kicks aren't as vicious. He's just not as violent as he used to be. And here we go. The fight starts. Aldo, Yan, UFC bantamweight title on the line. 4 minutes and 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46 in the first round. Patrick C. Hamilton dropping a super chat for the AJ Equipment Fund. Thank you, Patrick. We appreciate you. Oh, man. AJ can't figure out what's going on. Trying to get AJ back here while I'm watching the fight and talking to you all. Oh, it's just easy, right? It's easy. All right, I got to text AJ so we could get AJ back on, because AJ can't figure out how to work an iPad, which is awesome. Peter Yan and Aldo. 1 minute through in the fight. Ooh. Yan with a solid right hand on Aldo. That looked like it hurt. Right to the eye. That was a solid shot. Peter Yan is quick, man. He hits hard. The kicks are just sharp. Peter Yan kicks like Aldo used to kick. It's kind of crazy. Just like knives. Oh, shit. Aldo just kicked Peter Yan in the leg, and Yan fell down. But Yan right back to his feet. It looked like a bit of a trip more than a leg kick that kind of dropped him. Aldo is still a great fighter. I don't want to say anything, I'm not trying to take away from Aldo. I just feel like he just kind of geared down at one point. He changed his style. He became less deadly. I know he had the fight with Lamas. He had the fight with, who was the other guy he had a fight with? Mendes. And then he lost to Conor. And then after the Conor fight, he's never quite been the same. And I think we have AJ back. AJ, I'm hearing all sorts of weird static. Is that AJ?
Yeah, it's me. Freaking.
Oh, what's up, dude?
Man, this sucks.
Oh, technical issues, AJ. Not too fun. Peter Yan throwing up a high kick, but Aldo blocking it.
Come here.
Oh, I can hear you and I can see you. I think we can see you. There's your hand. Oh, I don't know. Did we just lose AJ?
No. I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Thought you were frozen. You froze before.
No.
You're showing me your hand.
That's what my ex-girlfriend said. No, I'm trying to go back and forth to see something. Can you hear me?
AJ's trying to figure out his technical difficulties. Yeah, man. We can hear you. Patrick C. Hamilton dropped a super chat while you were gone for the AJ Equipment Fund, okay? We're going to try and help you out for next time. Get you a proper charger for that iPad. Amazing. Maybe we'll get you a real camera, a real setup over there.
Can you see me or not?
Yeah, I see you. I mean, I see your hand. I see mostly hand.
Oh, this is getting crazy. Let me. Can you see me now?
Yeah, I've been seeing you the whole time.
Jesus.
Oh, nice right hand again from Peter Yan over the top, overhand right, solid. Oh, Aldo
Keep
going
me posted,
for a little
buddy.
takedown ski.
Keep me posted.
Work. I'm keeping you posted. You're fully posted. I'm gonna take you off. I'm gonna take your camera off because I'm just seeing hand. Like, what's going on over there? I'm getting rid of you.
Well,
I think I can still hear you.
Wait.
Though.
Yeah, no. Wait a sec. Let me
still hear him, but like, who wants to look at his hand? Let's let him figure out his camera.
What are you talking about? Can you see me or not?
Yeah, well, I can see you. No, flip it. Flip it.
Like this.
Oh man, Aldo's in trouble. Peter Yan,
of course he's in trouble.
Solid ground and pound. He's hurting Jose Aldo. He's laying it on him.
No kidding. What's new? I told you that was going to happen.
Oof. Wow. Aldo went for a takedown, missed the takedown, stayed on his butt, and Peter Yan just laid in some shots and landed some heavy ones there on Aldo. Aldo tried to defend, but he took some shots there. That was rough. There you go, AJ. I'm seeing you. Why don't you just get back on camera so we can see you?
Can you see me on camera now?
Yeah, I think everything's fine now, AJ.
Yeah,
Jason Morno Pete, our buddy out in Mexico, sends us 100 Mexican dollars. Arriba, Mexico. Thank you, Jason. We appreciate you for the AJ Equipment Fund. Hashtag AJ's Equipment Matters. Yes, it does. It very much matters. Not as much as other things that matter, but, you know, it matters to a certain extent. Wow, good ground and pound there from Peter Yan. I don't know what Aldo was thinking there, just kind of laying on his back, taking those shots. Put his hands up, just kind of, okay. Let's see what happens here. Yan just getting through that guard and going boom, boom, boom. Well, that was Peter Yan's round one. Here comes round two.
So first round, obviously,
Peter Yan.
There's no doubt about it.
For sure. Aldo didn't really do much in the first round. Yan landed some good punches. Got a lot of good ground and pound there at the end. What's surprising?
Which is kind of surprising. Like, when you think about Aldo, man, back in the days in his prime, he was like one of the most feared fighters out there.
That's exactly what I was talking about while you were having your technical difficulties. I feel like at a certain point in Aldo's...
talking about Bruce Lee.
No. While you were having your technical difficulties, when you were gone, when you froze out on me, AJ, the show was still going on. You understand? So I was talking about how Jose Aldo just kind of stopped being the same fighter, and I think it was around the Korean Zombie fight. And then, you know, he had a couple fights after, and he won them by decision against Ricardo Lamas, and Chad Mendez. But then the Conor McGregor fight happened. He gets knocked out real quick, and you know he's lost a bunch of fights since then. Lost to Conor, beat Frankie again, then lost those 2 fights to Holloway, beat Jeremy Stevens, beat Renato Moicano, then lost to Volkanovski. And then he lost to Marlon Moraes in his last one. It was a split decision loss. I think he probably won, but, the judges scored it the other way. Here he is getting a title shot. I feel like he's, a little bit more defensive. I think also the wear and tear, man, of having so many championship fights. I think that wears on you. A lot of 5-round fights he went through. He had a 5-round fight with Uriah Faber, 5 rounds with Hominick that were rough, 5 rounds with Florian, 5 rounds with Edgar, 5 rounds with Lamas, 5 rounds with Mendez. That's 6 5-round fights that he had before fighting Conor McGregor. He went another 5 with Frankie after that. Jose Aldo's done a lot of fighting, and, it's tough to fight for 25 minutes, man. It takes a lot out of you. Causes brain damage. Hurts your body.
Big time.
It takes a lot out of you. A human isn't built to fight for 25-minute rounds. And especially, or not 25-minute rounds, a 25-minute fight, 5-minute rounds. And, you can do it, but everybody's got a limit to, how many times you can do it before it really starts to affect you in a health way, I feel like Aldo, that the weight of the championship was really heavy on him. Still very effective, but just not as effective as he once was.
Yep.
Or maybe the game just caught up to him. Maybe the game caught up to him to a certain extent. That too. It just shows you, man, these champions that stay on top for so long, like Aldo did. It's very tough. It's very tough to do. And it's not something you can do your whole career. Aldo did it while he was really young. So he's still fighting, but he's just not quite in his prime fighting spot anymore. His prime came younger than most guys. It happens.
Yeah, but then how do you explain, we were talking about George earlier, and his ability to leave the game, come back into a top fight and win it? How does he do it where these other guys?
There's a limit. I mean, George came back and fought Bisping. That's one thing. Coming back today and fighting one of these guys at 170, I think he'd probably beat them, but George is 39. He's 39, man. There's a limit. I give it another year. George coming back after 4 or 5 years or whatever it was. When's the last time he fought against Bisping? The Bisping fight was 2017. If George Lee comes back 4 years later at 40, I don't know. 3 years later at 39, okay. But 40 years old, haven't fought in 4 years. Depends who he's fighting, but Father Time is undefeated, right? That's what they say. Yeah. At a certain point, that age will get to you. George is Superman.
Look,
so
we look at guys like
Anderson
Anderson Silva.
Sure.
But look at Anderson Silva. He was on the top of the game. Everything was going great. Here comes Weidman, and that was the end of Silva's career. Technically, he's still on the roster to fight in the UFC, but it's not the same Anderson Silva that people looked at him as untouchable, as the greatest fighter that lived. He's on the same status as George and John Jones in a sense, but I think he waited too long to retire.
Yeah, I think he stayed a little too long, man. When Anderson got knocked out by Chris Weidman, he was 38.
Exactly.
AJ, get back on camera. I can't see you.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, now I see you.
You see me good?
You are not good at this. No, I'm just seeing your chest now.
Here, how's that? The ladies would love that.
Better, but you're not really centered. More to your left. Further left.
My left?
Turn it left.
How's that?
Or your right?
Is it going?
I don't know. No, more.
This way.
More of that. No, not that way. The other way. The other way. Yeah, that way. And now up. Now up so we can see your face.
Can you see me?
Yeah, that's a bit better. Wow, you're bad at this. I wish Fred was here. Now I'm only seeing half your face. What is the matter with you? How do you not get...
How's that?
No, still half your face.
What the fuck?
More. I'm
How's
only
that?
seeing the right side of your face, AJ. I need to see
Dude,
the
you know what?
left
'Cause
side of your face.
How's that?
Still bad.
How about this? How's that?
Jose Aldo,
How is that?
It's still bad. I'm just seeing like your cheek right now. I don't know what is the matter with you. Why you can't figure... There, perfect. Stop. No, go back.
Stop. Here.
Ugh. I want to watch the fight and not you, AJ, honestly.
And everybody's saying the same thing. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck AJ.
Exactly.
I'm saying fuck.
Peter
But
Yan
you know
and
what?
Jose Aldo in the third round. Second round went to Peter Yan. You know, he's controlling the action.
Oh, I got an idea. You stay still, Mr. Dave Simon. You take it easy. Don't worry about the camera.
Yeah,
Just keep focusing on...
I've got multiple cameras in here. I've got a lot of things going on. I'm doing fine. You need to figure out your situation over there.
Don't worry about it, man.
Man, if Fred
AJ's
was
got it
here,
under
if
control.
Fred was here, he would be laughing at you big time, AJ. Oh, what a
He's probably
debacle
laughing
you are
right now.
tonight. Debacle.
Listen, man. Shit happens.
We're gonna get it fixed. We got the producer working on it right now. Oh, Aldo with a nice shot here. He's got Peter Yan against the fence. He landed a nice right hand.
Keep talking, Dave. Keep talking. Tell me what's happening.
Peter Yan's firing back here. He's coming back, but Aldo landed a good punch and had Yan against the fence.
How's that? Can you see me
Yan's
better now or
controlling the
not?
center of the cage. We're trying to fix it here. We're trying to fix your little screen there. I don't know. I'm just seeing your hand at the moment, AJ. AJ is the world's worst YouTuber.
What are you talking about, man? You think I planned this shit? I wanted to see the fights, but I'm looking.
Are you not even watching the fights right now?
I'm having technical difficulties here.
Woo! Oh. Yan continuing to land a good jab on Aldo. Continuing to control the center of the cage. He's not landing that much, but, you know, he's controlling the action. And when Aldo gets a little closer, he's just popping him with the jab. Just a little pop, pop. Looking for an opening. Oof. Swing and a miss there from Peter Yan. You know, Aldo, you know, he's hit some good shots on Yan, and I think he's earning his respect. Peter Yan's still in there, but seems a little less aggressive than he was right at the beginning of the fight. Aldo's big, too. Aldo's big for 135 pounds. Looks a little bigger than Peter Yan. Oof. That was really nice head movement from Jose Aldo. Peter Yan went in throwing a combination, and Aldo just ducked every one of those punches. That was really nice. Oof. A little spinning back fist from Yan, but Aldo just kind of shook it off. He's like, no, no, no. Oh. Nice right hand from Yan. Oh. Yan's starting to land some punches here. Oof. Aldo with a knee. Well, this is good here. Aldo clinching up Yan. I think he got hurt.
Who got hurt?
I think Aldo got hurt a little bit. Yan was landing a bunch of punches, and Aldo clinched him up. Kind of took a breather. But they're exchanging again. Clinching up here in the middle of the cage. Not much happening. Looking at the time. Yan looked at the time. He's like, how much time here? Okay, 10 seconds. We're not going to do much. And that's the round. Interesting third round. Interesting third round. I'm not sure. Whoa, what is happening?
What's happening?
I don't know. We're just getting the producers fixing some things. My video got really big, then your video got really big. It's okay. We're good. We're just trying to fix your technical difficulties for you, AJ. And I think we've got them fixed. You look good. Your camera's good. Don't adjust your camera at all. Stop moving. Don't move your camera. Yeah, perfect. You're perfect right there where you are. Perfect. Finally, AJ.
So perfect.
Finally. I can see you. Can you watch the fights? Perfect. Are you watching the fights?
Yeah, right. I'm listening to you, man, to relay the fights. I can't get on, man.
Because you only have one device? Because what you're currently
I actually have 3 devices. One is down, the one that usually works.
Okay, and the other one doesn't work.
No,
so you can't really be. You're not really watching the fights here. So it's a watch along, but you're like watching with me. That's great.
I'm watching Paige do the play-by-plays.
Amazing.
No, not amazing, my friends.
That's.
But at least I'm listening. I'm feeling like someone who doesn't have like.
See, this is why you need to come here to do these watch-alongs, AJ. We're in the 4th round now.
Exactly.
Aldo with a good body kick. You know, I'm not sure about that 3rd round. I might score it for Aldo. It was close, man. That 3rd round's interesting. I wonder how the judges are going to score it. I'm not too sure. I mean, Yan landed some stuff. Aldo landed some stuff. I don't know. Aldo's in this fight, man. I think the first 2 went to Peter Yan. I think maybe the 3rd went to Aldo. It's been close so far.
All right, Davey Simon. Let's see if I can do something here.
Yeah, get it together, AJ. Oh.
I'm going to try to get on the chat once again.
Why? Why don't you try to watch the fight?
Yeah, but I need to...
What are you trying to do over there? Did you just freeze out again? Did AJ just freeze out again? Did we just lose AJ again? AJ's having a hell of a time trying to figure everything out tonight. AJ is so bad with technology. Everything goes wrong, and everything's gone wrong once again. He's frozen out. There he is. Gone. For real? Did that really happen? He froze. He's frozen. AJ's gone. Well, it's just you and me and the UFC. Ooh. Yant went for a trip there. That was cool.
Dave, do you see me now?
Yeah. Yeah, you froze out. Good job, AJ. What is happening over there? You tried to watch the UFC and your whole thing froze. Now I see you. But you're at like a different angle. Your camera angle is totally different.
Don't ask me.
What the fuck is going on with you tonight?
Oh, shit. Okay. The beautiful part is that I'm getting to see the fight again.
Good. That's most important.
And the crazy part is
also
that I have 4%. I have 4% on my tablet.
Oof.
There we go. For the love of God.
UFC 251, right. Technical difficulties. Amazing.
Hey, listen, man.
Peter Yan.
He's got this upright stance.
He's trying to get close to Aldo. Aldo's keeping him kind of back, but Aldo's nose is busted up pretty bad. He's bleeding.
Well, look at it, Dave. What I see here is Aldo has his mouth wide open, man.
Yeah, he's tired. Well, I think he's having a lot of trouble breathing through his nose. I think his nose might be busted up. He's bleeding through his nose, so, you know, he's got to open up his mouth so he can breathe. Good. But, yeah, he's definitely... Oh, good uppercut. Another uppercut by Yan. He's got Aldo against the fence.
Wow, he's not looking good,
trip
man.
Takedown by Peter Yan. No, Aldo's looking bad. Aldo's looking beat up at this point. He's looking tired. The punishment from, you know... just
Like,
the,
what is he,
cumulative effect of Peter Yan's punishment throughout the fight is starting to really wear on Aldo now. What are you saying, AJ?
I was gonna say, how old is Aldo again?
33.
Exactly, and that's the thing. For a 33-year-old, he's looking a lot older, man.
Well,
He's
because
gone
in
through so
fight
many
years, man,
wars.
he's 33 in human years, but in fight years, he's like 43 because he's been fighting for so long. And like I said, man, when you've been through so many 5-round fights, it takes a toll on you. Peter Yan, this is his first 5-round fight in his whole career. This is Aldo's like 9th or 10th, man. Come on, man. Aldo's been through a lot. Peter Yan has fought once. He once went all 5 rounds in his career, but not in the UFC. Not
But
against,
look, he's
not
in the
in
4th
championship
round,
fights.
Dave,
Yeah.
look, he's in the 4th round, and he looks good, Peter Yan.
Mm-hmm.
So you can say what he wants. It's his first time he's fighting 5 rounds. He looks good, man. He doesn't look tired at all. He's gonna go into the 5th.
I'm not saying he's inexperienced in this. What I'm saying is, I mean, his inexperience is good for him because he doesn't have the wear and tear of having all those 5-round fights. Whereas Jose Aldo, he's taking a beating in his life, man. You have so many fights that last 25 minutes, you're going to take a hell of a beating. He gave Mark Hominick a beating in that fight, but man, he took a beating in it as well. He gave Korean Zombie a beating in their fight, but he took a beating as well. Ricardo Lamas, There's some fights where Aldo, he went in there and he took a beating. You look at Jose Aldo's first fight against Chad Mendes, smashed him, knocked him out in the first round. And that was in 2012. Then they fought again in 2014, after Aldo had fought, Edgar to 5 rounds, Zombie in 4 rounds, Lamas in 5 rounds. Then he fights Mendes again 2 years later, and he goes the decision to beat Mendes. Like, the wear and tear was apparent back then, and then he gets knocked out by Conor. Like, that's the story of Aldo's career. He's just, Peter Yan with a solid left hand pushed Aldo back against the fence. Aldo's down and turtling up. This is not looking good for Jose Aldo in the 5th round here. Early in the 5th round, 4.5 minutes to go. Aldo is down. Peter Yan went down into Jose Aldo's half guard.
Jesus.
Throwing elbows. This is looking really bad for Jose Aldo. Oh, he's got his arm pinned down with his leg. Oh, he's got a crucifix here on Jose Aldo. And he's just looking to rain down punches and pin him down and end the fight here. Aldo's trying to fight this crucifix, but Peter Yan has him in a crucifix, and it's bad. He's got his head pinned against the fence.
Man, does this guy look like he's
quarter guard
does he
here,
look like
Jose Aldo?
Does he look like he's in the 5th round? He looks like it's the 1st round. Peter Yan looks amazing. And this is the 5th round. Wow.
Yeah, Peter Yan is giving him a vicious beating right now. Oh, boy. Oh, he's got him pinned down in this crucifix. Aldo keeps kind of hip bumping and escaping, but he's in big trouble. He's in big trouble. Oh, boy. Yan with some hammer fist now on Aldo. Oh, Aldo gave up his back. Yan's got his back. Aldo trying to turn, trying to escape, but he's in big trouble. He doesn't have the energy to get out of this position. And he's just taking more of a beating here. The ref's going to stop this. Keep punching. Yep. The ref is going to stop this. Keep punching, man. Aldo is not responding. Wow. The ref is letting this one go a little bit more than I figured he would. I don't know. Oh, that's back of the head. Oh, that's an elbow to the fucking ear. That was nasty. Oh, man, the ground and pound here. Oh, Yan with a knee to the body of Aldo. Oh, jeez. Aldo's face is a mess. Wow. Oh, boy. I mean,
he's putting out punishment
defending himself here, but, like...
Well, not really defending, Dave. I think more like turtling and covering, and there's no defense here. I mean, the ref should stop this, and surprisingly stop it sooner because...
It's still going on,
It's a mauling.
Man.
This is a mauling, man. He's going to be champion, but he's going to be a champion that went in there and destroyed Aldo.
The ref
And that's what I keep going at. It's a
the
fifth
ref is-
round.
I don't
and
know.
Peter Yan
man.
looks stronger, man.
Aldo is leaking blood, man. Aldo is
Yeah,
in
it's
big
not
trouble. This is over. This is done, man. This
Yeah.
is done.
This is a retirement fight. For
Oh,
Aldo,
come
right
on.
here.
You got to end this now. Now it's over. Now it's like, come on. Jeez, the fucking elbows, man. Aldo's head is just getting bounced off the mat. Get the fuck in there, ref. Thank you. Jeez. Who the fuck is that referee, man? Who's taking him so long, motherfucker?
Look, you want to make sure that it goes. You're in the fifth.
It's
you
over.
You want to make sure it goes to the distance. But like this is like
Fuck,
Aldo
man.
did absolutely nothing for like 3 minutes. All he did was turtle, cover his ears, and you know what? The ref took too long. He took like 3 minutes too long. And 3
Damn,
minutes is
man.
like 30 minutes anywhere else. Like it's in fighting.
That was
3 minutes
crazy,
is a lot.
man. Aldo took way too much damage there at the end.
And he's still on the ground, Dave, covering his face.
Yeah, man. He's fucked up.
He's
Who's
fucked
that
up, man.
referee?
I'm trying to
he's
see.
He's British, I think, that guy, isn't he? What's that guy's name? Who's that fucking referee, man? He's like the British knockoff Dan Murgliata. He's like bootleg Murgliata. Fuck, man. Well, good effort from Peter Yan, man. Hell of a fight. Aldo's a warrior. He's a legend of the sport. He went down swinging. He had some moments there, but
Peter Yan is a beast, and he proved it tonight. How good can this guy get? He's going into the fifth round, and he looked like he just started a fight. He got better and better as the rounds went on.
he looked
I feel
really
so
good,
bad
man.
for Aldo.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Aldo. He got
Yeah.
mauled, and you know what? His head's ringing, as you can tell.
Leon
it looks
Roberts. Leon Roberts is the name of the referee. Thank you, Jason. Jason on the chat. Our buddy Glenn McKenzie is on the chat. He says,
Hey, Glenn, what's up?
Take off your shirt, AJ. AJ, take off your
Why?
shirt. I don't know. That's what he wants, man. Glenn thinks you're sexy. He wants you to take your shirt off.
Take it easy there, Glenn.
He
Where
says
is he?
you'll
What's
get
he-
more. We'll get more viewers. Think of the ratings, man.
Listen, Glenn, did you buy the Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0? You get 20% off using Ringside 20. Glenn, I know you need the Manscaped, so go get it now.
Wow. He wants you to take your shirt off, and you know that he needs to manscape. I don't want to know about your relationship with Glenn. I don't really understand. I thought you guys were just friends. Apparently not. I support your relationship, but I'm surprised.
Hey.
What?
When you grapple together, you stay together.
And you know that he needs to manscape. Manscaped.com, promo code Ringside20 for 20% off plus free shipping on all your Manscaped orders. The Lawnmower 3.0 now available in Canada. Go out and get it. They sent it to us, and it's awesome. I love it.
Are we going into the main?
Peter Yan is the new UFC Bantamweight champion. He beats Jose Aldo by TKO in the 5th round. Gave him a beating. Dominated the fight. Won pretty much every round. I thought Aldo maybe won one of the rounds, but Yan looked really good in this fight. Yan looked like a champion. And I think he's going to have to deal with Aljamain Sterling next. I think Aljamain is going to be next. I think Aljamain, Sterling, and Peter Yan was the real bantamweight title fight. They threw Aldo in here for the star power. But I think Aljamain's going to be next up here against Peter Yan, and that's going to be an interesting fight. It's going to be a good one. AJ, you having more technical difficulties? He is.
Can't
I
wait
can
till
tell.
we're back. I can't wait till we're back in studio.
Yeah,
Who's
because
Glenn watching it?
I've got the pay-per-view right here on my TV in the studio. It's looking great, high definition, beautiful. Everything's run smoothly. I haven't had a single hiccup. Clear TV, UFC pay-per-view right here in the studio. I've got another microphone here for you. I've got another chair if you want to sit down here with me in the studio. Like, It sucks, man, this whole coronavirus thing, but soon, man, we'll get you back in studios. Maybe the next UFC pay-per-view will have you back here so you don't have to deal with all these problems, AJ. I know it's a real struggle for you. Trying to figure out how to watch a pay-per-view and be on YouTube at the same time. It's hard. I know. It's okay. I'll try to help you next time, AJ. Damn coronavirus.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, screw you, Corona.
Yeah, really.
You fucked up so many people, it's ridiculous. I wonder how Glenn, if he's got his school back up.
Yeah. Peter Yan looked great in this fight, man. Looked really good. Beat a legend here, Jose Aldo. Max Holloway, Alex Volkanovski for the featherweight title is up next. And then we have Jorge Masvidal against Kamaru Usman. We might be looking at one of these super long UFC pay-per-views, eh? Like 3 title fights. These fights could all go the distance. Could we get this Holloway-Volkanovski fight underway here? It's like almost midnight. It's 2 minutes to midnight Eastern time here. And we've got 2 fights that could possibly go 25 minutes each. Plus entrances,
I hope not, because
and in between rounds and everything. Like, Holloway Volkanovski is going 5 rounds probably. You better hope not, Jorge Masvidal gets an early knockout. I got Volkanovski by decision.
No. I told you, man, Holloway's winning this.
No, you picked Volkanovski. You picked Volkanovski.
No.
Yeah, you did.
Holloway. No, Fred. No. I said
Fred
Holloway was
going
to win this. I said Holloway, man.
Did
go
you?
back on Thursday.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine, take Holloway
because I
now.
said
Whatever,
that
that's fine.
I'm taking him, man.
Okay. All right, so AJ's got Holloway. I've got Volkanovski. He won by decision last time. I think he takes another decision. I saw the weigh-ins, and Max Holloway was wearing like a mask at the weigh-ins. I swear Max Holloway got another dude that kind of looked like him to weigh in and then put a mask on him. I was like, yeah. You're 145 pounds, right? Yeah, sure. Didn't look like Max Holloway. I was like, is that Max Holloway? That'd be awesome. You have like a twin brother. He cuts the weight for you. He goes out. He weighs in. But then you're the one who fights and you haven't cut any weight, so you're like huge in the fight. That'd be amazing. That's the best. Somebody should do that. Get your twin brother to weigh in for you, man. That's a genius plan.
Was there any twins in the UFC at any point?
Not in the UFC that I can remember. And Acme Tunes confirming on the chat that you picked Holloway, okay? He's backing you up on that.
Thanks, bud.
And again, you're like not, I don't see you.
Well, you know why? Because I'm trying to get my fight back up again.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? But the worst part is, Dave, my iPad has 3% again. So we know what's going to happen at some point. So listen to this.
You're going to freeze out again, AJ?
No, I'm going to it's just going to go black again. But don't panic. I'll come back at some point. I think it needs to charge. So what we're going to do is, since there's 2 more fights, chances are it's going to close down 2 more times. And I'll come back. For some reason, when it's completely off, it charges quickly.
You are not good at this. This is amazing.
Hey, man, it's not me. Listen, man, I don't...
Max Holloway's got long hair now. What's with the hair?
I wish I had hair.
Maybe he couldn't get a haircut because of coronavirus, so he's like growing his hair out. He looks funny with his hair. I never seen him with hair like that. You wish you had hair, AJ?
Well, I've got facial hair, as you can see, the COVID stuff,
yeah,
and I said
time.
I'm not going to shave it. I'm not going to shave it till we're back in studio. Oh man,
what is this?
I'm all busted up.
Some sort of movie? Charlize Theron movie trailer? Why are we watching this? I don't care about this. Give me fights. Fuck, I hate when they do this shit, man. Stop wasting my time with Charlize Theron movie on Netflix. Some fucking action movie that I'm not going to watch. Fucking give me the fight. All right, that was short. Oh, now they're showing me a commercial for Stipe in DC. That's going to be the next UFC pay-per-view. That's going to be in August. Maybe you can come watch that here, AJ, so you can actually see the fights.
That would be great. What a...
The struggle is real for AJ DeLizio. Hook him up on the super chat for the AJ Equipment Fund. We need to hook AJ up with like some money so he could buy the pay-per-view and like get proper equipment and do everything right. Get AJ some money. Hook us up on the super chat right now. AJ Equipment Fund. We need you to support AJ because he is losing it. He's losing it over there.
Freaking out. Thank God for Molson Canadian.
Maybe if you weren't so drunk, you'd be able to figure out how to charge an iPad.
You know what?
How about that?
iPad, I want to kick it right in the...
AJ's the only guy I know who's like got his iPad charged. It says it's charging, but he's losing battery while it's charging. I never heard of that.
It does.
I never heard of that in my life. Amazing. Oh, did it happen? Are you gone? Did he just go to black? Last time he froze when his shit died, but now he just went to black. This is crazy. This has never happened before, by the way. If you are a new viewer, we are usually far more professional than this. I mean, AJ is usually slightly more professional than this. Not like far more professional, but like slightly. Hey, you're back. What happened?
I don't know. I just don't know, man. I'm freaking out. I swear to God, somebody's playing a game on us.
Wait, I disappeared
some hacker
there.
got in.
I disappeared. Now I'm back.
Why does this shit always happen when Freddy's not around?
We need Fred, man. Fred is the straw that stirs the drink, man. He's the thing that makes it all work. You know? We've got you, we've got me, we've got Fred. We need Fred. It's not the same without Fred. He'd be helping you with your equipment, you know? Fred knows how to fix things.
Listen, the good news is I still have a whopping 2% left on the iPad. 2%,
you say whopping?
Man. Whopping 2%. So what's going to happen is it's very simple. It's going to close down at some point, and then when it closes down, I'll come back.
What just happened there? You don't even know. You went to black. You just disappeared.
No, man. I touched this, I touched that, and bam, it works.
Amazing. All right, UFC. Miocic versus Dos Santos. Oh, they're showing us the card. Stipe versus DC is the main event. Miocic versus Daniel Cormier. Sorry. Stipe versus DC is the main event. Junior Dos Santos is the co-main event, taking on Jairzinho Rozenstruik.
That'll be good.
Oh, my man Magomed Ankalaev taking on Ion Cutelaba. That's going to be a good one. Magomed Ankalaev is a badass.
Yeah. You called him.
Yeah. Watch out for him. I want to see him fight that guy that fought tonight at light heavyweight. What's that guy's name? Yuri Prochaska?
Prochaska, yeah.
Yeah, if Ankalaev gets by Cutelaba, I want to see Ankalaev fight Yuri Prochaska for the battle of who is the next light heavyweight superstar. It's either Prochaska or Ankalaev. I didn't know Prochaska existed until tonight, and now I'm super impressed.
It's his first fight coming into the UFC, so it was a huge first impression. But he has that same body type as Johnny Walker. He's got that same kind of style and whatnot. So hopefully we get to see Johnny Walker at some point again.
I think
because I still have a lot of hope for him.
Prochaska smashes Johnny Walker.
You know what? That would be a great matchup fight. I think that would be awesome.
That'd be a good fight.
Yep. And then we got to see our buddy Cyril Gann at some point.
He's fighting soon, I think.
Is he? Because I know that he was in the hospital and whatnot. I thought he had COVID, but he had some kind of other pulmonary issue or whatnot. So
okay. Well,
if he's fighting, that's good news.
I don't know. I thought he was fighting. I thought I saw his name out there for a fight, but I don't know.
He was supposed to, but he got canceled.
Oh, okay. That's too bad. He's a solid heavyweight prospect. But that's heavyweight, man. That's not light heavyweight.
No. But we're talking
Johnny
about like
Walker,
prospects and all that.
Ankalaev, Prochaska, those are all light heavyweight contenders.
%.
I could hear your UFC too. I hear it in the background there.
How can you hear it? I don't have.
I don't know. I hear something.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, bud.
Oh man, I wish Fred was here to see all this.
Actually, not, man. It's not me, man. I don't have it.
Yeah, you for sure do.
Hello, bud. I don't have it.
Well, what is that? Oh, maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's me.
Blame it on AJ, eh?
Well, it's just
You gotta blame it on someone.
All right,
Like-
they're showing a Holloway video package here. They're getting us ready for the fight. The fight is still not happening. We're just waiting for fights to happen. AJ's eating chips. I'm getting hungry now watching you eat chips. I should have
Forget
got
the
chips.
You know what it is? It's the stress right now. Like, I can't even eat my chips or drink my beer like in peace. Because I'm waiting for this 2% to go down. That'll be like, can't they get this fight going, man? Screw it. Let's go. AJ's got like limited battery life here.
Yeah, I'll call Dana and tell him. That'll work.
But the good thing is that once it closes, like I said, it comes right back to 4%. So no stress. No
What?
stress, Dave.
You have the worst iPad ever. What happened? What happened?
I don't know, man. I just don't know.
Well, you
I
better
want to
get-
touch something on it.
You better get it fixed for Thursday, AJ. You gonna get it fixed?
No, listen, generally that's what I use all the time. I never had problems before, but tonight for some crazy reason,
Here we
it's
go.
fucking with me.
Somebody's coming out. It's fight time. I think Holloway's coming out here, right? He's the challenger. He'll come out first. Let's see him. I've got Volkanovski. AJ's got Holloway. So far in our head-to-head picks, AJ's winning 1-0. AJ, you picked
Rose.
yeah, I got Andrade. Damn. You better not win this one too. I'll be pissed. And I've
For sure he's gonna win.
got Masvidal and AJ's got Usman. He's trying to jump on the Masvidal train now, but you're with Usman.
The reason why is
His house, the opulence, the decadence.
exactly.
I saw that house with all the marble, and I was like, does he have kids? I guess he doesn't have kids, because like that is not a house built for kids, you know? Smash your head on all sorts of stuff there. That's all I thought. I was like, that house is not baby friendly.
Look, he's living the dream, man. He's living the dream.
Yeah, he's living a dream. Tony Montana dream. It's weird. It's kind
It's
of
awesome.
a weird
It's his
house.
idol.
It's weird. I don't know.
Listen,
yeah,
he's
I
Cuban.
guess.
He's Cuban.
So, yeah. So he wants to be like Tony Montana.
Yeah, man. Even
Well,
dressed
he
like
should
him.
start
Remember, there
selling
was
some coke, shouldn't he? And killing
I'm
people.
sure I was gonna say something, but I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, let's not say whatever it was. I don't even know what it was, but I'm sure it was terrible. Crazy.
John Jones.
Maybe that's his new career. Max Holloway getting the Vaseline on the face, getting all ready to step into the cage. Featherweight title on the line. It's a good time. Good time as any to recap what has happened so far. In case you're just tuning in to UFC 251, Davey Grant beat Martin Day by knockout on the first fight of the night. Carol Rosa over Vanessa Mello by decision. Raulin Paiva beat Zalgas Zumagulov by decision. Marcin Tibura beat Maxim Grishin by decision. Leonardo Santos over Roman Bagatov by decision. Makwan Amirkhani choked out Danny Henry with a technical submission there with an anaconda choke. Muslim Salikov beat Elizu Zaleski dos Santos split decision. Yuri Prochaska knocked out Volkan Ozdemir in the main event of the prelims, second round knockout. Amanda Ribas beat Paige Vanzant by armbar in the first round to open up the pay-per-view. Rose Namajunas took Jessica Andrade by split decision. Peter Yan knocks out Jose Aldo TKO victory in the 5th round to become the new UFC Bantamweight champion. And that leads us to this here. Volkanovski Holloway for the UFC featherweight title. Yo, AJ, I for sure hear your UFC now. That's definitely.
I'm telling you, man, I don't have it on.
It's
man.
on.
You know what? You know what? Give me a sec. What the hell did I just do?
I don't know. You disappeared. I think you killed your
Wait a
camera.
sec. No. I'll be back. Take it easy, Dave. Take it easy.
AJ in the dark. AJ's in the dark. I think the Undertaker just showed up at AJ's house. Bong.
Wait a second, Dave.
What?
Wait a second. I'll be back.
All right.
Am I back? I'm back. Take
No,
it
I
easy.
got rid of you. I
Why?
don't want you anymore.
Oh, you.
Okay, you're back.
Well, soon enough, you'll get that wish.
Yeah,
There's only
right?
1% left.
Amazing. Figure out how to charge an iPad next time.
You know what?
I don't know what's
It was
going on
supposed
with
to be
you
charging
tonight.
It.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be charging. I don't know what the hell happened. Dave, you've got the whole world in your hands.
I gave you
Masvidal's
that.
got the whole world in his hands.
I gave you that
The world
to,
is your oyster.
I gave you that to remind you that the Earth is indeed a round globe, not like flat like AJ Styles thinks, and AJ DeLesio used to think.
Listen, this was about a year ago that episode where it came out about flat Earth. Who was it that was talking flat Earth? I think it was one of the Gracies that was claiming that the Earth is flat. I forgot which one.
I don't remember who exactly it was, but you seem to be really enticed with the idea, so I bought you that to remind you. Never forget, AJ. I'm seeing Chris Mumpower on the chat. Says AJ should reappear as The Undertaker. That would be awesome. Danny Sleazy. Danny Sleazy.
I like
He
Sleazy.
wants to know if Usman fought. No, he has not fought yet.
Not yet.
Usman is the last fight of the night. So if Usman was fighting, we'd be talking about Usman fighting. But he is not fighting because he's the main event. He'll be the last fight, which is next. After this one, Max Holloway, Alexander Volkanovski. Volkanovski defending the featherweight championship that he won from Holloway in their last fight. This an immediate rematch. Holloway losing back in December of 2019. Here's
Dave,
the
just to
rematch.
let you know. Dave,
Yeah.
just to let you know, in
Yeah.
case I disappear again,
Yeah.
I will be back for the main card.
So you're just gonna
So
skip
I'll
a
be
fight?
I'm gonna skip a fight, but they'll give me enough time to at least charge it so we can see the main card together.
That's ridiculous,
Just-
AJ. What if the main fight ends? What if the last fight ends in like 20 seconds? So you're gonna
Well,
miss.
let's hope
you're
not.
gonna miss like the next 30 minutes of the YouTube show, right? Because this fight's gonna go for 30 minutes, right? You're gonna
Which
miss
gives
the
me enough
next,
time to charge it.
Yeah, so you're gonna miss the next 30 minutes of the show, only to come back for the final 5 minutes of the show. So you're gonna let
Listen,
me
man,
just kind of run the show here by myself, do everything by myself. Once again, Dave does all the work. I see how it is. I see how it is.
Just know I'll be there in spirit. For
Yeah,
a little
whatever.
while.
Whatever,
I'll be
AJ.
back, man. Don't worry about it. It's at 1%. I know it's gonna drop. I know it's happening. Like last time, I was like, Dave, Bruce Lee is the greatest, and boom, it was gone.
Yeah, you started talking about Karate Kid and then you disappeared. I was really happy you were gone at that point. I was like, yeah. You started going off about Karate Kid. I was like, yeah, that's all right. We don't need AJ for anything
What?
else. We're good.
Cobra Kai, man. You don't remember the Cobra Kais?
Cobra Clutch.
Cobra Kai, the Kais.
Okay.
I think he passed away, eh? Miyagi, not too long ago.
You think
The actor?
Evil is going to beat Naito for the title or what?
Say what?
Come on, man. New Japan Pro Wrestling's Dominion is coming up in like a few hours. If you're a New Japan Pro Wrestling fan like I am, you will know that Evil, 2 a.m. Yo, when this is over, we can watch Dominion, a New Japan Pro Wrestling pay-per-view where Evil will challenge Tetsuya Naito for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship and Intercontinental Championship. Both titles on the line. Naito is the double champion. And Evil won the New Japan Cup to earn the right to face Tetsuya Naito. Evil beating Okada and joining the Bullet Club, leaving Los Ingobernables de Japón. And he will now face Tetsuya Naito. AJ, I could for sure hear your UFC. I just heard Bruce Buffer, and Bruce Buffer's not talking on my side because the fight's about to start.
I swear to God, I don't even have Bruce Buffer on my
Yes,
channel.
you do. Because there's no one else on this show. It's you and me.
There's
so
no Bruce Buffer.
the fight has begun. 4 minutes, 54, 53, 52, 450.
It's the hacker, Dave.
Holloway
I swear to God, there's a
and
hacker.
Volkanovski. Yeah. I don't believe
I'm telling you, man. I swear on Epstein was not murdered. I'm telling you.
Epstein was not murdered?
Epstein. I don't know, man. I'm still like I want to hear what happens with like this Maxwell girl.
You're like the only guy on YouTube who said Epstein wasn't murdered. Everybody else is like Epstein didn't kill himself. You couldn't even get the line right. That's what you meant to say.
No. I don't think he murdered. I don't think I think he killed himself. Yeah.
You think he killed himself? So he was not murdered. That's what you are trying to say.
Exactly.
You think Epstein committed suicide? That's really what happened.
For sure. He just wanted to cop out. He was a coward.
Okay.
He couldn't handle the pressure of his guilt.
So you don't think like there's
Clintons
some sort
are
of
behind it?
conspiracy to kill Jeffrey Epstein because he knew too much? You don't think there was a conspiracy there? Some powerful people had him killed? I think it's possible.
Man, just listen. Think about what would happen if that would come out.
I mean, think about what would happen
nuts.
if all the shit Epstein knew came out. Anyways, the guy had a pedophile island where like some of the world's most rich and famous and powerful people went. Like, I don't know. I think he's probably got
that doesn't
stories.
surprise me.
And he also had the whole place full of cameras. There was cameras in every nook and cranny of that place. So he had evidence on everybody. So yeah.
I wonder if there's a lot of people just shaking right now, like, oh my God, I'm ruined. I'm like, I wonder. I'm sure. I saw a painting of Bill Clinton. I don't know if that was real or not. Was that real in Epstein's house? Of Clinton in a dress?
I haven't seen that.
What's up with these guys with wealth, man? Have they lost it completely?
That's weird. Ooh,
hopefully Rogan doesn't go loco.
Holloway's looking good so far.
Of course, Dave. I told you.
He's long. He's rangy. Yeah, he's good, man. Yeah, sure. Don't worry.
He's got a nice haircut. You know, and this is the thing, what I said last time. Holloway, in his last fight with Volkanovski, it was the slowest start in his career. That was the thing. He gave too much time for Volkanovski to just do what he did to win the fight. But Holloway's latter rounds were awesome. And you see right now, Holloway is taking it to him, giving him no room. He's playing Holloway's game, man. That's why Holloway is one of the best fighters out there. And Dave, again, you're going to lose in your parlay. So AJ is going to be up 2-0.
Done. It's okay. My parlay's over.
It's over?
Yeah, because I had Andrade on it.
That's why you got to make 2 cards.
Yeah, I have another one. Don't worry. I got it all figured out, AJ.
What's the other one?
And you're calling victory here for Max Holloway.
In the first round.
Yeah, we're like 3 minutes and a half into the first round. The fight's nowhere near done.
Yeah, but it's
Holloway's looking good in the first round, but like he's not beating up Volkanovski. He's landed a few more punches. Oh.
He's fighting a smart fight.
Holloway kind of taunted him there. You see that? He's like taunting him, making. He like kind of did a thing. Holloway's looking sharp so far. Volkanovski's having trouble getting inside. Ooh, jumping knee there from Holloway. Didn't quite land.
He looks in very good shape for tonight's fight.
Yeah, he really does.
Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about, the taunting action.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
trying to get into his head.
yeah, he's messing with him a little bit.
So Dave, once again, if this goes down, I'll be back. I'll be back, I promise you.
Yeah. AJ's going to freeze out again. AJ's disappeared on the show already.
Kind of like Mike Perry's career.
You've disappeared a bunch, actually, on the show tonight.
Well, what's new? This is like an ongoing thing. It's
Weird.
been the same thing for years.
Whoa!
There's always...
Holloway landed a head kick and he dropped Volkanovski.
Whoa!
Volkanovski's wobbly. Whoa! End of the first round. Uh-oh. Volkanovski got saved there a little bit. He was in trouble. He's looking around for his corner. He doesn't quite know where he is. Oh, that was a good head kick there. That dropped Volkanovski. Holloway's looking super sharp. He wins the first round for sure. Round 1 goes to Max Holloway. They're in their corners getting ready for round 2. Big head kick. AJ, you're behind me, eh? You haven't seen the head kick yet?
No, I saw it. I saw the head kick. And you see, Max is playing his game. He's playing the way Max usually fights. To win his fights, he's in your face. He's aggressive. He's using his kicks. He's using his long reach. He's cutting the angles. He's just doing what he needs to do to win this fight, which he didn't do in his last fight. You know, so if you look at the last fight, the first 2 rounds went to Volkanovski because Holloway just sat back. But then the latter rounds, it was Holloway's game. But you know what? I don't know what happened. There might have been, like we were talking about on Thursday, I think even Jason said it as well, is that there was something wrong with him health-wise or cutting weight. It affected him. Who knows, man?
He looks a lot better.
But
in
tonight,
fight.
Holloway,
yeah,
of course,
than
it
the
looks
last
like
one.
it looks like Holloway, the way we know Holloway to fight.
He looks like the best version of Holloway, actually. He looks even better than he normally looks. Like, he's looking so sharp, man. Like the Volkanovski fight last time was close, and now Holloway, he's like, he's controlling this fight.
Look, but there's still 5 rounds. Still 5 rounds. Anything can happen. So let's see what happens before I get cut off again.
I hope
Don't you love
get
that?
cut off right
Dave.
before the main event, and then you can't watch it. That's what I hope. Oh, Holloway's leg is pretty red, man. Volkanovski's landed a bunch of those leg kicks, and they're starting to affect Max Holloway. Holloway's left leg is super red. Oh, Volkanovski gets inside and gets hit with a combination of punches from Holloway. Okay. This fight's starting to open up a little bit. Volkanovski landed another leg kick. Holloway trying to strike back, but he missed with it. Those leg kicks are working for Volkanovski. Every time Holloway gets inside now, Volkanovski is kicking that lead leg. Every single time. He's trying to make it hard for Holloway to step in and get anything because he's just cracking him every time. Holloway's leg is, like his left leg is a different color than his right leg at this point.
But that's not slowing him down.
Well, not yet, but like,
Dave.
come on, man.
Look at the combinations he throws.
Once that blood starts to build up, it's going to start to ache. They're going to have to put ice on that in between rounds, man. That's going to be a problem. They got to ice that thing. Seriously.
Yeah, but if you look at his footwork, it hasn't slowed him down at all.
No, for sure. But if he keeps taking come on,
red.
man.
No,
but that's
for
the type
sure.
of thing where it's like, okay, right away it's not going to be that bad, but over time your leg's going to cramp up. Like in the 4th round, his leg's going to be less red and maybe more blue, He's going to have bruises tomorrow, man. The inside of his left leg is going to be all bruised up tomorrow. He keeps taking those shots, and Holloway's having trouble getting in closer to Volkanovski to land anything. Volkanovski's kind of figured it out. Like Holloway was using his range really well, but every time he takes a step anywhere close, he just gets that lead leg kicked. So he comes close, and Volkanovski is stopping him on the approach with that leg kick, and it's really working. Because Holloway's not been able to land as much as he did in the first, because he just keeps getting stopped as soon as he takes a front step. Holloway's trying to come in, land some kicks of his own now, but blocked. Body kick blocked. Volkanovski another leg kick. Volkanovski's settling in, man. He's starting to figure it out. AJ, you still there? You frozen?
Yeah, no, I'm still here. I'm just looking. I'm looking at it. I mean, I can see what you're saying, but I still think Holloway is
You think he's winning this round?
putting the pressure. Yeah, I think so.
How?
I mean, the inside leg kicks is not enough. If you look at all the
Okay, but what's Holloway doing?
every time Volkanovski comes in with that kick, he eats a punch. So I don't know.
He's blocking a
Is it
lot of them,
enough?
though, too. He's blocking a lot of the punches that Holloway's throwing, and Holloway's hitting a lot of air in this round. I'm not seeing... I mean, yeah, Holloway's landed a few jabs here.
I still feel that he's pushing the pace here.
Yeah. He's controlling...
Look at those.
He's controlling the center of the octagon.
But every time Volkanovski tries to come in, like I said, he's eating them. So, look.
Ooh.
We'll see the third round.
Holloway landed a little spin kick there to the body. Oh, there's Holloway landing some good punches there. Knocked down Volkanovski. Okay. Good second round.
Yep.
Holloway probably
still
landed
on. Wow.
more jabs, more hits to the head. He didn't seem to do a ton of damage, but then towards the end where he landed that flurry of punches that dropped Volkanovski, that was really the most damage done in the round.
But that's enough to win that round, right?
Yeah, I think so. Tough, though. That's one of those rounds where...
Even Volkanovski knows that he lost that round.
I don't know. Holloway definitely landed some good punches in that round. Good uppercut they're showing. Good left hand. A little knee to the body. But Volkanovski landed his own... Volkanovski was in there more in this round than he was in the first, but I don't think he quite won. I still think Holloway probably won this round.
Yep.
But it was closer. The first round, for sure Holloway. The second round, a little closer. Could have gone either way.
But the game has changed. The first fights, Volkanovski won the first 2 rounds. Going into the third, Holloway just kicked it up. So if Holloway is going to kick it up like his last fight, man, I don't think it's going to go 5 rounds.
We'll see here. Round 3 has begun. 4 minutes 40, 39, 38, 37, 36 in round 3. Holloway came out real aggressive. Jump and kick and stuff.
That's the way you got to do it. He runs into the ring here. Into the center of the octagon, I should say.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I can hear it, too. It's not me, man. I can hear something.
Really? I think it's...
Yep. It's the hacker that's screwing our stuff up.
I don't think you can hear anything. I don't think it's possible. You hear something? What do you hear?
I heard something at one point.
I'm hearing your UFC feed. That's what I'm hearing, because mine's on mute.
I'm telling you, man. It's on mute, too, here. Dave, I think my iPad is going to go down. It's going down, man.
You're going
I'll be
down.
back, boys. I'll be
Are
back.
you really leaving? What's happening? Are you freezing
Well, it's
out?
not like I really want to. I'm freezing up a bit, but it's because the battery's at 1%, and it's going to kick off. So what I'll do is it'll log off. I'll continue watching the fights, and then I'll come back. Damn.
What are you doing? Why don't you just wait till it freezes?
Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait till it shuts down, man, and I've got no choice.
Amazing.
But at that point, there, it'll like charge up again. So I'll be able to see at least the main card with everybody.
Solid punch there to Max's eye from Volkanovski. That was a good one.
Yep. He's becoming a little bit more aggressive, Volkanovski, but you know what?
Oh, Volkanovski goes for the takedown. Volkanovski went for a takedown. Holloway wasn't having any of it. Holloway, nice takedown defense. Volkanovski's got him clinched up against the fence. Holloway's throwing little shots. Yeah, I'm for sure hearing your UFC feed, AJ. I hear something.
I'm telling you,
in the
it's
background.
not me, bud.
Well, do you have volume?
Let me take off my earphones. Shit, man, I don't hear anything.
AJ's technical wizardry is just unparalleled. Unbelievable stuff from AJ D'Alessio. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of stuff back on your side, AJ. All sorts of stuff.
Man, I don't hear a squat.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Where's Johnny North, man? He's not on the chat tonight?
I don't know where Johnny North is.
Did we wish Johnny a happy birthday, by the way?
Still celebrating his birthday, Johnny North. Still partying. Still partying.
Happy birthday, Johnny, man.
It was yesterday. It's over.
I miss Johnny. It's not over because it was yesterday.
Well, yeah, I mean, your birthday is one day, so it is over, technically.
No, man. No. It's a weekend birthday. It's going to happen yesterday. Johnny's probably partying with his friends there with whips and straps and leather. And, you know, that crowd that he hangs around with.
At a social distance.
When there's oil involved in wrestling, maybe not.
I'm not even going there.
Johnny knows.
Volkanovski and Holloway here in the final minute of the third round. Holloway's been keeping Volkanovski at a distance, landing his shots here. He's controlling the fight. Volkanovski not able to do very much. You know,
look, he's trying to change stances. He's trying to see what's going to work for him, but every time he's changing stances and he's getting caught by Holloway's kicks.
Interesting fight. Volkanovski, total strikes. He seems to be losing in all 3 rounds. Total strikes to Max Holloway.
Yep.
Another round for Max Holloway. I think that third round was no doubt third round for Max Holloway. Volkanovski, I think, needs a finish here. He's lost all 3 rounds so far. If Volkanovski loses the immediate rematch, do you do the third fight? Do you have them fight again? Because, like, Volkanovski comes in, beats Holloway by decision. If Holloway comes back, beats him by decision, do they fight again to see, you know, like, do they do an immediate trilogy fight?
That's what I said Thursday. Look, the only way that's not going to happen is if Holloway knocks him out or there's a stoppage. If that happens, there won't be a third fight. But if it goes to decision, it will be a trilogy fight. I said it on Thursday. I said a third fight's coming out of this if it goes the distance. Dave, I swear, I feel like
it's looking like it. Looking like Holloway is going to win by decision. 2 more rounds. I don't see Volkanovski stopping him.
Look, should I log off right now just to get some battery for the main card?
This is the main card. You mean the main event?
The main event.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? Because I'm at 1%. I don't know. It's still hanging in there.
I think you should stay on. Let's ride it till the wheels fall off, AJ. Stay on, man. Like you're on empty on your tank of gas. Just keep driving until you run out of gas. Why not, man?
It's like the coach, man.
Let's see what happens.
And that's why you need a coach, by the way. Mike Perry, that's why you need a coach. You see, Dave Simon told me to keep going while I
Yeah.
wanted to log off.
Yeah.
And he's like convincing me to stay, man. I don't want to do it, coach. I don't want to do it. Throw in the towel. No,
Shut
man.
up.
Just stay
Shut
there.
up.
Shut
Stop
up.
being such a
Shut up, you pussy.
stop being such a pussy, you fuck.
I can't, coach. I want to give up.
Stop being such a
You know,
pussy.
have you ever heard? Listen, have you ever been at a jiu-jitsu tournament and hear Glenn? Glenn, man, you can hear it from one end to the other end. If you want to hear directives clear, get Glenn in your corner.
Yeah, he's loud.
Yeah, Glenn for sure. You'll hear. It doesn't matter how loud the place is. Glenn will be able to communicate what you need to hear. Which makes for a good coach, right?
You know, Holloway's leg, man, like Volkanovski just leg kicked Holloway. We're in the 4th round, and it's looking like a deeper red, man. Like, it's now starting to take effect, which I told you it was. You know, it's starting to hurt. Holloway's still moving forward, though. I don't know how he's doing it. But Volkanovski threw one of them, and Holloway kind of took a back step, which is like the first time Holloway's taken a back step all fight. But Holloway continues to just move forward on Volkanovski. He really hasn't taken a back step. He's taken one. Every other time, you know, he takes everything Volkanovski throws at him and just keeps moving forward. Well, Holloway with a jumping knee attempt, missed. And then as he's in the air and as he lands a right hand. Like, that was crazy. Jumping knee, miss. As you're coming down, boom, right hand. That's some wild stuff from Max Holloway.
Let me see that. I haven't seen it yet.
I mean, the right hand didn't, like, crush him, but it's just crazy little... It's just like, it was so quick.
Fast.
So quick. You do that jumping knee, and then boom, you throw a right hand. It's like, with no hesitation, like it was planned. And maybe
I was just about to say that, Dave.
You know?
I think it
like
was
that's muscle memory, you know?
Yeah.
You throw that jumping knee, and if you miss, you land, you hit the right hand, you still score on the way out. Oh, Volkanovski gets the body lock, and he takes down Max Holloway with 2 minutes left in this round. Oh, and Holloway back to his feet, though. Volkanovski is trying to advance, trying to get the mount. Holloway back to his feet. Volkanovski looked for a trip. Holloway pushes him away. Gets out of the clinch. Holloway back to his feet, continues pressing the action, right back to work. That's disheartening for Volkanovski, man. You go for that big takedown and you get it, and Holloway's just back to his feet. Continues picking you apart. Rough.
And you know what? You lose so much energy trying to get him to the ground. When you can't keep him on the ground, I mean, it just goes to show you who's losing strength here.
Yeah.
Holloway, man, is like I said. Holloway only gets better as the rounds go on. So watch the 5th, man.
Oh, Volkanovski threw a leg kick that dropped Holloway to his knee. Holloway right back up. Volkanovski grabs a single leg, tries to get the takedown. Holloway fights it right off. Holloway's
He's
just
tired,
in his
man.
face, man. Volkanovski, you think he's tired? I don't know. He seems alright.
Yep, he's tired. No, he's tired. He's
still pushing, man. He's going for takedowns. He's throwing punches. He's in there too, man. This is a fight.
For sure. But he's gonna try everything you could think of to win this fight because he knows he's lost 3 rounds and he's probably gonna lose the 4th here. So his hope is to knock him out, which he probably knows he can't. Maybe if he takes like top mount and ground and pounds him, that the ref would stop him. That's his only thing of victory here. He's not going to knock out Holloway. And that leg is not stopping Holloway from... He needs a finish, but Holloway is not stopping. As red as that leg is, he's still using the kicks with that leg. His steps are still pretty quick. It's not affecting him at all. It just looks bad. Wow. Every time he does that jumping knee, he throws that right. Wow. He did that wheel kick at the end, which was kind of impressive.
Okay, total strikes. Holloway, first round. In the first round, Holloway 31, Volkanovski 20. Second round, Holloway 34, Volkanovski 26. Third round, Holloway 28, Volkanovski 24. Third round, total strikes. Volkanovski 40, Holloway 32. So Volkanovski actually landed more strikes in that fourth round. It didn't look like it, but
didn't look like it
that's
at all.
what the UFC's telling us. I think Holloway's won every single round, but I also thought that he landed more strikes in that last one, so I don't know. Maybe not. I feel like Holloway has been dominating this fight. I feel like he's won every single round. And now we're going into the last one here. Fifth and final round, 4 minutes, 42, 41, 40. 39, 38, 37 if you want to sync up with us. Or sync up with me. I don't know. AJ's not even synced up with me.
Nope. But the thing about it is that I get to see it,
Yeah, afterwards. After I tell you.
Talk about it. So so I can see what really happened. And man, this is do or die for Volkanovski. He has no choice to get the ref to stop the fight if he can get that top mount, but it's not going to happen. Holloway is just walking him down.
Yeah, he's not going to knock him out standing up. He knows he needs a takedown to get him to a position where he can either submit him or get him stuck so that he can, get a TKO somehow where he can't defend himself. But Holloway's defending that takedown.
Man.
Volkanovski's going for a takedown, but Holloway's defending. I'm seeing different tweets on the screen. I saw one guy just tweet, they're showing tweets on the screen. Most people are scoring it, some people are scoring it 3-1 max, some people are scoring it 4-0. I saw one guy who said he had it 2-2 going into the fifth round. Somebody thinks the first two rounds were Holloway's and the third and fourth were Volkanovski's. I don't know. Close fight. I think Holloway's won all the rounds.
I think so too.
But you never know what's going to happen.
Maybe the fourth round, it could go either or for some judges. But you know what? There's no way that Volkanovski got 2 rounds.
That second round was close, too.
Not really.
Okay. We'll see what the judges say here. This fifth round is close so far. Volkanovski's not getting dominated. We're halfway through the fifth round. And they're just kind of posturing. Holloway's just kind of telling him to bring it. Ooh. He brings it, and then Holloway fires back, finishes the combo with a nice body kick. Max Holloway. I think he's on his way to becoming the champion once again. 2-time UFC featherweight champion. Pretty wild.
I love the way he uses that kind of cork uppercut punch. It's so nice.
Holloway's arms seem so long, just the way he uses them, the way he just flings those punches. Oh, big takedown from Volkanovski. He got it. He's got 1:40 to work here. That was a big, solid takedown from Volkanovski, but Holloway, man, he gets back to his feet so well. Wow, he just works so hard to get back to his feet. He wall walks, gets his butt against the fence there, and pushes his way back up to his feet. So impressive. Every time Volkanovski takes him down, Holloway just springs right back to his feet. How do you keep that guy down?
Wow, he wanted to keep him down to win this fight, but see, you can't.
Too bad we didn't see Holloway fight Khabib so we could see a guy take him down and keep him down. It's hard to keep this guy down.
But it's still a point for Volkanovski, so...
Yeah, again, he gets a takedown. He presses the action. It's an offensive maneuver. Didn't lead to anything, but it's still a bit of offense. Going for it again. Holloway defending. 30 seconds left here in the fight. We're waiting for Jorge Masvidal and Kamaru Usman coming up next for the UFC welterweight title.
I'm shocked that this iPad is still on.
Yeah, this 1% is lasting forever, man. It's like the Hanukkah of iPads. Oh,
Whatever
Volkanovski with a takedown to finish the fight, throwing some elbows, and this fight is over with Volkanovski on top, landing punches. Huh. I think you give the 5th round to Volkanovski.
Just because of that?
No, because of a few things, man. You're not giving the 5th round to Volkanovski? You're giving the 5th round to Holloway, too? I'm scoring at 4-1 to Holloway, but I'm telling you that there were a few rounds in there, the 4th round, the 2nd round, where it's like, yeah, maybe could have gone either way. If Volkanovski comes through with a 49-48 decision here, this could be a split decision. Like, I think Holloway won 4 out of the 5 rounds. I think he won the first 4 rounds, but of those rounds, a lot of them he won marginally. Like, he barely won a few of those rounds. They were very close. And if you want to score them for Volkanovski, I'm okay with that because it was that close. So, total strikes here. Round 1, Volkanovski 20, Holloway 31. Round 2, Volkanovski 26, Holloway 34. Round 3, 24, Volkanovski 28, Holloway. That's close. Round 4, 40 Volkanovski, 32 Holloway. Round 5, 38 total strikes for Volkanovski, 36 for Holloway. So rounds 4 and 5, more total strikes. Round 3, it was very, very close. Slight edge to Holloway. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Holloway wins. If I was scoring it, I would score it 4 rounds to 1 for Max Holloway. But I'm not a judge. And I've seen things happen in this sport that are a little bit weird. And if somebody would score it for Volkanovski, I wouldn't even think that that was that weird.
You're saying the win here? Come on.
Yeah, man.
Dave.
If you scored round 2, if you scored round 2, 4, and 5 for Volkanovski, I don't really see a problem with that, and that means he won. I scored round 1, 2, 3, 4 for Holloway, but it was close. Here we go.
Look, the 5th round could go to Volkanovski.
Hold on. Split decision. Whoa. 3-2. Oh, I told you, AJ. Volkanovski wins 48-47, 48-47. 2 judges score it 3 rounds to 2 for Volkanovski. The 3rd judge scored it 3 rounds to 2 for Holloway. Good God almighty. We have a split decision, and still UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski. I think Holloway won, but like I said, the fight was close, and I could see you scoring it for Alexander Volkanovski. I could see that. It was close, man. It was close.
Look, man, I don't know if that was like a really bad call.
Round 2, 4, 5, Volkanovski. Very close. Maybe 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I got to see the scorecards from the judges. But it was a very close fight. Both guys fought well. I thought Holloway fought better. I had it 4-1 Holloway, but just barely. A lot of those rounds, I think he just barely won. So I'm not mad at that decision whatsoever. I'm not mad.
Well, come on, Dave. You got to be mad, man. That is not right. You know what? You know what? That's a burn. That's a burn big time.
Brian Smith, I think, might be Australian. He's like celebrating on the chat that Volkan won. Jason out in Mexico says the canvas is super slippery. Apparently, that's what they were saying.
Really?
Acme Toon says Holloway won that. I agree. I thought Holloway won, but the judges scored it for Volkanovski, and close fight, man. These things happen.
Look, Volkanovski is a beast. There's no doubt about it. This was a great fight, but man, I really thought Holloway took this fight. I was expecting a trilogy for sure, but that's not going to happen now.
Hey, AJ.
Unless...
Hey,
What?
AJ.
Tell me, buddy, what's up? The
I was
miracle
right.
of this iPad?
I was right.
That's what bothers
Hey,
me,
remember?
man. I was
Yeah,
on a
you don't
winning
like that.
streak
That's
here.
why you're mad about that because because we picked most of a lot of the fights we picked the same. We both had Amanda Ribas to beat Paige Vanzant. She did. You had Rose. I had Andrade, and Rose won. And now you're mad because I picked Volkanovski to win, and you picked Holloway, and Volkanovski won, and now you're mad. Oh, he's gone. Oh, it finally happened. His 1% iPad just died. Oh, maybe he'll come back. It's main event time, AJ. You better come back. Or maybe he just misses the main event. Wouldn't that be great? Brian Smith says, sorry, guys. I am Aussie, but doing a great job. Thank you, Brian. He's Australian. No wonder he likes Alex Volkanovski. Shout out to the Australians. Acme Toon says Max had the first 3 rounds. I thought he had the first 4 rounds, really. But they were close, man. They were real close. They're showing on the screen Teddy Atlas, the boxing guy, had it 3-2 Holloway. Close fight, man. Really close fight. Good fight. Both guys came out. And I think Volkanovski won it in that 5th and final round, man. He must have, right? I think he won that 5th round. That was the only round I saw that I felt was clearly for Volkanovski in the fight. I think if you scored 1, I think 1 was for sure Holloway. 2, maybe Holloway, maybe Volkanovski. 3, again, maybe. 4, maybe. When you have 2, 3, 4 rounds, right? When you have 3 rounds of a 5-round fight that are kind of maybes, I'm not going to argue with the decision. I thought Holloway won. But I didn't think that he dominated Volkanovski in the 2nd round, the 3rd round, or the 4th round. I thought he won those rounds, but if you want to score them for Volkanovski, I'm not going to be outraged, and I'm not going to question your fight IQ. I can see that. Volkanovski wins a 2nd straight decision over Max Holloway. Continues the streak, by the way, of champions losing a decision, getting an immediate rematch, and then losing that immediate rematch. Champions in the UFC, I think, never come back and win after losing a 5-round decision. Give you the examples on Thursday of Frankie Edgar and BJ Penn. When Frankie Edgar beat BJ Penn by decision, everybody's like, that was crazy. That didn't really happen. We got to see that again. Run it back. BJ Penn can't be beat. And then he was beat again soundly by Frankie Edgar. And then similar when Frankie Edgar lost to Benson Henderson, people were like, no. That didn't really happen. Let's see a rematch. They did the immediate rematch, and again, by decision, Benson Henderson won. And here again, Volkanovski comes back, and he wins the fight. He takes it from Max Holloway in the 5th and final round. He was there in the last round. He scored those takedowns. He pressed the action. He took the fight. He took that fight in the 5th round. He went hard. He did what he had to do. He won the last round. He finished on top, and he beat Max Holloway. At least the judges thought he beat Max Holloway. Goyito Falcone says they clearly got this one wrong. No way Holloway lost. Brian Smith from Australia says, in the fight game, you have to take the belt from the champ. Max did not quite do that. Great fighters, both of them. I'm not so down with you got to take the belt from the champ. I think whoever wins the fight wins the fight. I don't think you have to beat the champion extra to be the champion. I don't think Alex Volkanovski really beat down Max Holloway when he was the challenger. I think it was similar to what we saw tonight. It was a close fight that Volkanovski slightly won. I actually thought Volkanovski did better the first time around than this time around. I thought Volkanovski, without a doubt, won the first time around. This fight, little a little more controversial. Oh, they're showing us some highlights now of the new UFC video game. Looks like you can fight in like different octagons. You can fight in the street. Because that's what you want to be promoting in a video game. Hey kids, play the UFC video game. And now set up your own octagon in the backyard and beat the shit out of each other and put it on WorldStar. What? That's okay. Antoinette says, was good fight. Holloway should have won. What's up, Antoinette? Jason Morno Pete says, not a robbery, though. I don't agree, but it was a close one. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I feel about the fight. It's not a robbery. You know? I thought Max won, but I don't think Max got robbed. You know? When you're judging fights, you're trying to win a fight on points. You're trying to score a fight on points. When it's that close, these things happen. Usman versus Masvidal. It is finally time. And AJ, who's been on the show all night, is gone. I'm going to see if he's coming back. His iPad died. He's been teasing that his iPad was going to die all night. And it finally froze. I could show you what AJ looks like right now. He's frozen. Look, there's frozen AJ. He was on the show, but then his iPad died, so now he's gone. We've got the AJ Equipment Fund going on the Super Chat. Hit us up on that Super Chat. Click that $sign at the bottom of your screen in the chat window. Hit us up on the Super Chat. Help AJ get a new iPad or at least a charger that works. I don't know what's going on with him. AJ says he is coming back. He'll be back for the main event. Amazing. Acme Tunes wants to know why he didn't charge it. I don't know why he didn't charge his iPad for the show. I think he tried to charge it, but like maybe the charger's broken or his iPad's broken or something's broken. He doesn't know how to charge an iPad properly. I don't know. AJ's not really good with computers or technology or anything. And I'm seeing Giancarlo Rivera saying, remember the GSP Hendricks fight? GSP still won, even if his face was busted. You got to knock the champ to take the belt. No, in fact, you just have to beat the champ to take the belt. Johnny Hendricks did more damage in that fight, but he did that damage in rounds 2 and 4. GSP won rounds 1, 3, 5. Go back and watch the fight. GSP 1, 3, 5. GSP said it. A fight is not one fight. A fight is 5 different fights. A 5-round fight is 5 different fights. You have to win each 5-minute period. It's like a hockey game or something. It's got, 5 periods or 3 periods, depending on how long a fight is, 3 rounds or 5 rounds. You have to win each round. You can win the first round barely and then get your ass kicked in the second round. But as long as you win the 3rd round barely and the 5th round barely, even if you get your ass kicked in the 2nd and 4th round, it doesn't matter. Because when that fight goes to the end, when the judges score it, well, they gave you the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th. Even though you didn't do as much damage as your opponent did in the 2nd and 4th, well, it doesn't really matter because you won on points. That's how these fights are judged. That's how these fights are scored. It's a 10-point must system, and they do the additions at the end of the fight. So, yeah, you could beat up a fighter in 2nd round and the 4th round. You could dominate the 2nd and 4th round. But if you don't win more than 2 rounds, you don't win the fight. That's just how it works. GSP 1, 3, 5. GSP beat Johnny Hendricks on that night. He got his ass kicked, but he beat Johnny Hendricks in the game. He gamed the system, he played the game, and he won by the rules. And that's what you got to do. And that's what I think you got to do to win a championship. You got to win the fight. Champion or not, challenger or not, you got to go in there and you have to win 3 out of the 5 rounds, at least 3 rounds out of the 5 to become a champion. That's all you need to do. Goyito Falcone says, Masvidal not getting the respect he should, but I feel he'll surprise a lot of people. I hope I am right. I kind of hope you're right too, man. I think if Masvidal wins, it's just going to be wild, man. Masvidal's a superstar in this sport. Coming into this fight with the Scarface music playing. Masvidal is a big star. His last fight, Madison Square Garden. The President of the United States was there. The Rock, the Brahma Bull, the People's Champ, the most electrifying man in all of entertainment. If you smell what I'm cooking, he was there. Masvidal is a massive star. The interest in this fight has been way bigger since Gilbert Burns dropped out and Masvidal stepped in. Masvidal is a big star. So if he wins this fight tonight, he puts the UFC welterweight division on the map. He becomes a star for the UFC and a champion, which is big. Being a star is one thing, but being a star who's also a champion, being a star who's also recognized as the number one in the division, that's big. And if Masvidal does that, the character that he is, the personality that he is, it's going to be wild stuff, man. And he's paid his dues. He's been in the game for a long time. He deserves, he deserves a big spot. I would love to see him do it. I think he's going to. I think he's a better stand-up fighter than Kamaru Usman is. I think he's a better striker, and I think he's going to knock out Kamaru Usman. AJ picked Usman to win. I've got Masvidal here to win. Usman should win. He's the favorite. I think he's bigger. He's stronger. He's a better wrestler. But he's been fighting as a pro since 2012. Jorge Masvidal has been fighting since 2003. And Jorge Masvidal is just like a couple of years older than Usman. He's not that much older. He's just been in the game. He's got that experience. He lost a couple straight fights in 2017, didn't fight at all in 2018, came back in 2019 as the man that you see today. 2019 was the biggest year of his career. Knocked out Darren Till, who wasn't supposed to win that fight. Went over to England and knocked out Darren Till. Knocked out Ben Askren in 5 seconds with a flying knee. Then he beat Nate Diaz by TKO after 3 rounds. Jorge Masvidal had the best 2019 of any fighter in MMA, and this is his first fight in 2020. Is he going to be able to do what he did last year and continue this pace of blessing people, of baptizing people, as he says, and knocking people out? I think he will. I think momentum is something. I think mind state is something. I think getting in the zone, finding your groove is very important in fighting. I think Kamaru Usman is really good, really durable, really strong. But I think that he lacks a fluidity of motion in his stand-up game. The footwork isn't as good as Masvidal's. I think the big question here is, can Kamaru Usman take the punches of Jorge Masvidal? Can he take the strikes, the knees, whatever? Whatever lands on the chin of Kamaru Usman, can he take it and move forward? I think he can. I just don't know how many he can. I'm seeing Kamaru Usman walk out right now. He's dancing. He's singing. And he's got a big old chin. He's got a nice, sturdy chin. It's going to be hard to knock out that man. But I think Masvidal is going to do it. Might not be right away, but he might catch him early. I don't know, man. This is a good fight, but I think Masvidal probably finishes him in the first couple rounds. I think he's going to catch him. Usman is really tough, but he doesn't have that one punch, that one strike knockout power that Masvidal does. Masvidal can put you out like that. Kamaru Usman, he'll put you down, he'll TKO you, but it's going to be after a lot of punishment. If he finishes Masvidal, it's going to be later in the fight, 4th or 5th round. I don't think he's going to finish Masvidal. I think if Usman wins, he wins a decision. He out-wrestles, he out-positions Masvidal, and he wins a narrow decision. I think he wins like a close, maybe wins 3 rounds out of 5 and takes home the decision. That's how I see Usman winning. But I think he's going to be struggling with the mobility of Masvidal. I think Usman's going to struggle to hit Masvidal, and I feel like Masvidal's going to be able to touch him. It just depends what happens when he touches him. But if Usman can touch Masvidal, Masvidal could go down because Usman's very powerful. Usman is strong, he's powerful, but we haven't really seen him put anybody down with one punch. It's kind of surprising. You look at him and you think, well, if he hit you once, he'd probably go down, but it hasn't really happened. We haven't seen it. I'm seeing Acme Toon says he thinks Usman grinds him to a decision. That's how I think Usman wins. Brian Smith says Masvidal early or Usman late. Yeah. This should be fun here. Kamaru Usman making the walk into the cage. Masvidal's already there. Oh, Usman's got Trevor Whitman in his corner? I didn't know Usman was training with Trevor Whitman. Oh, Usman's striking game might be on another level now. Trevor Whitman's one of the best striking coaches in the world. Coaches Rose Namajunas. You saw her boxing game tonight. Trevor Whitman knows what he's doing. I didn't know he was with Usman now. Uh-oh. Maybe forget everything I just said. Okay? Maybe that. No. I'm still going with Masvidal for the win here. Here we go. Usman's in there. Masvidal's in there. Masvidal looks so relaxed. Usman looks kind of mad. Masvidal's like smiling. He's got a big smile on his face. He looks like he can't wait. He's so excited to do this thing. Masvidal looks so happy. This is amazing. I'm trying to see if AJ's going to join us for the main event. Giancarlo Rivera thanking me and AJ for this detailed ringside report. Well, you're welcome, but mostly thank me, because AJ's not even here. I'm doing this thing solo right now. I got no Fred. I got no AJ. I got no Johnny North. My brother's not even here. I'm all by myself. But of course, I've got you all here with me, and I appreciate you all watching. I appreciate you all supporting on the Super Chat. Support us. Support the Ringside Report Network so we keep doing these things for you. Because I'm not going to keep doing them if I keep doing them by myself. I'll tell you that much. Or maybe I will. Although, that's not going to happen. We're going to have people with me. I'm not going to do these things by myself. I'm kind of surprised that I'm by myself right now. I'm going to have one of you guys come on the next show with me if AJ's got no iPad or whatever. Freddie should be with us maybe in a couple weeks. He just had a new baby. Congratulations to my man, Freddie Garcia. Oh, shit. Hey, I just heard Bruce Buffer, so AJ must be back. AJ, could you shut that down, man?
Oh, shit. Sorry, man.
Turn that off, man. All I hear is Bruce Buffer. Holy shit, you suck at this. AJ's back.
What's
Your
up?
iPad got charged?
3%, man. The magic number tonight is 3%. That means there's enough battery to get through 5 rounds. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. While I was off air, I saw a lot of the comments coming in from fighters, Derek Brunson and whatnot. Everybody was giving it 3-2 to Holloway. Seriously.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I had some time to reflect while I was off, and I realized Holloway just got robbed.
Well, no, I don't think so. That's fine,
right,
AJ.
Dave.
I mean, you could think that all you want, but
What did I miss? What did I miss? What were you
Volkanovski
talking
won marginally. You missed a lot, AJ. We talked about a
What did I
lot.
miss, man?
Okay, you haven't
What
missed
happened?
anything because the main event is about to start. Usman coming in minus 250, the favorite. Masvidal is so ready, man. Masvidal is ready. He's smiling. He's excited. I'm loving
Did you
it.
see him pimping his suit? Tony Montana style.
Was he wearing a suit?
He was wearing it at some press conferences and whatnot, and they actually made comment about him being like, a Tony Montana, like, I guess, wannabe.
All the Scarface suits and everything.
But Usman looks jacked.
Yeah, he always does, though, doesn't he?
And you know what? I was listening to Bisping talking just before.
No glove touch. No glove touch. The referee brought them
no
together.
love.
If you want to touch gloves, do it. No glove touch. Usman just moves away. Masvidal just chilling. Masvidal looks like he's just like hanging out, and he's about to have a fight with the world champion.
But what I was gonna say,
He's got
Dave,
his
is that
arm
Bisping
on
said,
the octagon, just like chilling before the fight. And it's on. 4 minutes, 54, 53, 52, 51, 450. It is on. Masvidal, Usman, round 1 for the UFC welterweight title. Oh, Usman with an early takedown. Jorge threw a couple leg kicks. Usman caught one and takes him down in the first 15 seconds of the fight. That didn't take long.
That's what I said on Thursday.
We thought this is
I said that.
No, please. Are you going to flip-flop here and tell us that you
No,
picked
no,
Usman
no.
on Thursday, but you picked Masvidal tonight,
Yes.
so either way you're right?
I said on Thursday, I said Usman's game to winning this fight is takedowns. He took Tyron Woodley apart, one of the best grapplers and wrestlers up, and that's his game, man. He's a Division II NCAA champion, man. This guy knows the game, and he's gonna win by taking him down, wrestling.
Well,
That's
I don't
all he
know.
needs to do.
He took him down, and he just stayed in Masvidal's guard, and he really couldn't do much.
That's all he's gonna do all the fight.
Yeah, okay.
The whole fight's gonna be this.
Takedowns are fine, but like I don't know.
Yeah, you got to do something with the
Usman is
takedowns.
He's just holding him right now. Masvidal's trying to work back to his feet. Masvidal kind of pushed him back out of the guard, but now Usman working with a front headlock, and Masvidal pushes out, and they're back to standing position.
Whoa, okay. And Usman's going to go back for another takedown, and he's going to keep doing that.
Okay, well, he's going to have to start doing something with those takedowns, because that first takedown, he wasn't able to do shit.
Yeah,
he
but
stayed
in the
in his
judge's
guard,
eyes,
he got his head
it's
slapped
still control.
around. Yeah, okay, fine. But
That's
this
what
is
it comes
this is
down
a
to.
fight. This is a fight. This isn't necessarily about scoring for the judges. And right now, Masvidal just landed a good knee, a good kick to the body. Masvidal just looks loose. You see the movement. There's a difference in movement the way Masvidal strikes and the way Usman strikes. Usman goes for a single leg takedown, pushes Masvidal up against the fence. Masvidal defends. Usman now going for both legs. Masvidal's continuing to defend the takedown. This is Usman's game, man. He's just looking for the takedown. That's all he's trying to do because he knows standing up with Masvidal is not where he wants to be. But if Masvidal can keep defending these takedowns, Usman's going to be out of options.
And that's exactly what I said on Thursday. Usman's going to make this fight boring if he plays his game. Masvidal has to keep that distance, get away from the single or the double. And if he plays that game by keeping distance, he's going to make it exciting. If not, it's going to be a boring fight where most people are not going to expect a Masvidal fight to be this boring. But you know what? We'll see. It's still the first round, man.
Well, this is what Kamaru Usman needs to do to win the fight, but he's still being outstruck 28-7 3 minutes into this first round. You know, Usman has just pushed Masvidal up against the fence, but Masvidal's just, defending the clinch, throwing knees. Usman with
Yeah,
a
but nothing spectacular.
punch landed on the break. No, but he's landing while Usman's doing nothing. You know, you talk about points and scored points. Those are points.
They are. But in the judge's eyes, it looks like Usman has control of the fight.
I don't know. If you're pressing a guy against the fence, but he's just punching you as you just stand there, oh. Masvidal
He throws in the shoulder throws.
Masvidal kind of wobbled there. I think he just kind of got off balance. I don't think he got hit with anything. Oh, it was like a headbutt, I think.
Dirty boxing, man.
Oh, it was a headbutt that busted Masvidal, I think, maybe earlier. I don't know. It was like an accidental headbutt.
No, it looked like a shoulder hit, a Connor kind of shoulder hit that he used. It was a legitimate move.
Oh, wow. Usman's having trouble here standing up with Masvidal. Like I thought, you know, he's just not... He's not landing. Oh, wow. He came in and Masvidal just pawed at him. Boom. Smacked him in the face. Oh! Another good shot from George. Jorge Masvidal. You know, Usman is controlling the center, but he's getting hit. Uh-oh. Usman looks tired, dude. Usman looks tired. Here we go. This is Masvidal time. This is where it happens. This is where Masvidal starts putting things together. I think Masvidal won that first round. What do you think?
Yeah, he's looking good, but again, like I said, it was those first minutes of octagon control that can make the difference. But yeah, Usman's throwing punches.
He's not landing
but
much.
It could be either or, man.
No. Masvidal won that round. You are so biased. It's unbelievable.
No, man, we said that about Holloway. Look, you gave it 4-1. I gave it 4-1. Most of the fighters gave it 3-2. And guess who won? So that's what I'm saying. You just don't know. This could have been either or, man. This is an either or round. Look, when they're at the center of the octagon and there's distance.
I got Masvidal winning round one.
I like to say that too, but again, we've seen otherwise. But Usman does look tired.
He looked tired after the end of the first, you know. Usman going for another takedown, and Masvidal defends it. You see Usman's game plan, man. Like he needs that takedown. He wants that takedown so bad because that's how he wins, man. He knows standing up here with Masvidal is not working. Oh, man, Usman just trying to throw Masvidal and power him, but Masvidal just defending that takedown, staying heavy. It's good work from Masvidal to defend these takedowns here. Usman's pressing the action in the second round. 4 minutes left to go. 3:59, 3:58, 3:57, 3:56 in the second round.
Oof. I'm behind big time.
Where are you? First round?
At fourth. Yep. First round, all right. I'm at 4:33 right now.
In the first round?
No, second, man.
Okay. You're like a minute behind.
I'm behind, yeah. But still, a minute is a lot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about Masvidal being able to, like, defend the takedowns from Usman, but you still got to create something.
Yeah, sure. He's defending the takedowns. He's defending the clinch right now. He's not doing that much. Oh, that was a nice little shoulder shot. But now he gets the underhooks. He pushes Usman away. Yeah, Masvidal's not going to win the fight getting clinched up against the fence here. Like, Usman's winning, not by much in this round, but he's controlling the action and he's controlling where Masvidal is. He's not doing.
But what's impressive? He's doing a lot better than Woodley did, and Woodley has a much deeper wrestling pedigree. So you got to give it to Masvidal. He's able to defend where Woodley couldn't.
Yeah. That's a different fight,
No,
though. It's a different style matchup, too.
But still, man, you got a world class wrestler, and Masvidal is doing quite good. But again, from the judge's eyes, does it look like there's, more octagon control by Usman? Is that going to make the difference? You know, unless he wobbles Usman and really lights him up, I'm telling you, man, they're going to be close rounds to call.
Well, not this one. Second round has not been close. It's been all Usman. I mean, he's throwing foot stomps,
Shoulder hits,
and
again.
he's shoulder strikes, and he's just clinching Masvidal against the fence with double overhooks. He's not doing a ton, but Masvidal is just defending, so it's enough to win. It's enough to win a round. It's not enough to finish anybody, but it's enough to win a round.
So, look, it could either be 1-1 at this point, or it's going to be 2-0 for Usman. So I think it's 1-1. I think Masvidal really won that first round. But again, like I said, those judges sometimes have other opinions, But again, like I said, the Holloway fight, everyone that's in the fighting community, including current UFC fighters, called Holloway on that fight, right?
Oh, man, give it up, dude.
No, man, but that's what I'm trying to tell
Give
you.
it
In the
up.
judge's eyes, man.
Oh, my God. Give it up.
Man, I can't, man. It happens all the damn time. It's getting me frustrated.
Come on. That was years ago. That was years ago, motherfucker.
Every bloody weekend, there's another judge calling a fight that
Well,
he
they
saw
finally
that everybody
stopped
else saw
clinching,
different.
man. Usman finally got off the fence. Last 30 seconds of the round. Masvidal's landing some shots now, but I don't think he'll land enough to win the second.
Usman's really using a lot of those shoulder strikes through the fight, which is kind of interesting. And you know what? He's doing some damage.
Oh, man. Usman is just leading with his head, man. He's like headbutting Masvidal. They just showed a replay of it. Another headbutt on Masvidal. Usman won that round, though. Usman won the second round. It's 1-1 after 2, as far as I think.
Yeah, but the end of that second round there, Masvidal really threw some nice combinations. His striking was right on.
Yeah.
And you know what? If he could play that game in the next 3, 4,
Yeah.
and 5th round, he's going to win this fight. But when he has the chance to really let his hands go, man, this guy is unbelievable.
Well,
the end of the second round, man, was all Masvidal. Just the last 35, 40 seconds there.
Yeah, but that wasn't enough.
What?
It wasn't enough to win the round.
But it was a strong finish for that second round.
Sure. But, you gotta win the rest of the round, and he didn't. He was pushed up against the fence. He's got to avoid that wrestling. He doesn't want to wrestle Kamaru Usman because he's not winning that battle. He wants to strike with Kamaru Usman. He wants to keep the distance. He doesn't want to get into that clinch. He doesn't want to get pushed up against the fence. And he's got to do a better job the rest of the fight of avoiding that. Staying in the center of the octagon and avoid getting pushed up against the fence. Because Usman is winning that game. And Masvidal doesn't want another round of that. And now Usman doing a good job of cutting off the octagon, pushing Masvidal up against the fence again, going for the takedown, going for that clinch, pushing him. Masvidal is kind of taunting him and blowing kisses and sticking his tongue out, but all that blowing kisses, sticking your tongue out shit doesn't really work when you're losing a fight. Now, Usman has got a clinch, he's got an underhook, he's got wrist control, and he's doing foot stomps. And Masvidal is talking to the ref like, hey, man, this guy isn't doing shit. He's just holding me here. And he kind of is. I don't like this, man. Usman he's not doing that much.
Listen, Dave, I said it on Thursday. He's going to turn it into a boring fight because that's his only way to win this fight. You know?
Yeah. Oh, now he got up again. He got away from the fence, and now they're starting to open up. And there goes Usman again going for a takedown. And he's not getting it, so he's just holding George against the fence again. Don't tell me GSP wouldn't whoop both these guys' asses right now.
Absolutely.
GSP would fuck both these guys up easily, man. GSP would... Could you imagine GSP not finishing a takedown on Jorge Masvidal? Get the fuck out of here. Huh? Come on.
Well, that's it. I mean, look...
He'd finish each and every one.
Look, the doors would have opened up for George to come back if Masvidal wins this fight.
Oh.
But when you look at Usman...
Usman just punched Masvidal in his penis, man.
What?
Penis
Are you
punch.
kidding me? I'm not there yet, but I can't wait to see this.
What? Man, uppercut straight to the dick.
He got Manscaped.
My God. Giving them a bit of time here.
I'm not there yet. I haven't seen the strike.
Masvidal's taking a little bit of time here to get better.
I saw it, man. That was an uppercut to the quills. So he definitely is playing a dirty game, Usman. I mean, with like the shoulder strikes are legal, but the headbutt.
Yeah, the headbutt.
That
uppercut to the balls.
That uppercut to the nutcracker. I mean, you know what?
It wasn't even the balls. It was like the dick. It was like right in the cup. Top of the cup.
There was an earlier fight in the prelims that went completely crazy, where there was like so many nut shots, and the ref like deducted like 2 points at one point for all kinds of craziness.
And an illegal knee too, right?
Yeah, illegal knee. That was where the 2 points were deducted. He didn't take off the 2 points prior to the nut shots, but for the knee, 2 points off, and he lost that fight.
Crazy. All right, so they're back in it.
Masvidal looks okay.
Masvidal's all right. They're fighting again. 2 minutes left here in the third round. I think this third round's been Usman's as well so far. Oh, Usman with a takedown. He got it.
There you go. That's the game. Sticking to the plan, and it's going to win him.
This is what he needed to do to win, man. This is what, we knew this going in. This is what he needed. Big takedown there by Usman, man. Controlling the action on top of Masvidal. He's got side control on Masvidal. He's got a minute to work here. He could do some real damage. This is a fight-ending position. Side control here. Oh, Masvidal rolls out. Tries to roll away. He does re-guard. He re-guards Usman, but Usman back in Masvidal's guard here. Usman's still on top. What's up, AJ?
No, just looking at the super chat there,
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to those guys giving, some dineros. That dinero needs as well.
Yeah, hit us up on that super chat. Support the Ringside Report Network. Get AJ a better iPad or maybe a charger, you know?
I'm telling you, man, it just didn't charge today. I was so busy with everything, with the move and everything.
Oh, so that's on you. It's not the iPad that malfunctioned. You just couldn't figure out how to charge it.
No, man, I charged it. It just didn't charge. I don't know what happened. Maybe the power went out. I don't know. We've had some strange weather here in Montreal.
Round 3 is over.
Yep, and Usman won that round.
Yeah. Usman won that round. I think Usman's won all 3 rounds so far.
The first, I thought Masvidal maybe had a slight edge. Second and third, for sure, Usman got. I mean, for sure. I mean, we believe that he won the second and third round. Masvidal has to come in fourth, fifth, and he has no choice to, like, he's got to knock this guy out to win. Because he's not going to be able to keep defending the takedowns. He's going to lose. He needs to knock him out. He's not going to get top mount on Usman. And Usman, you can see the round ended and he's laughing. He's like, man, this guy's got nothing on me. And it's not like Usman's doing a... It's a boring fight, you know, for a guy like Masvidal. But, like I said on Thursday, I knew this was going to happen. But, you know what? Masvidal's playing his game. That's his strong point.
You were calling Masvidal to win before this fight, though. You changed your mind. Stop talking about what you said on Thursday, man. You can't make 2 picks.
Listen.
You can't make 2 picks and be right on both accounts, man. That's not how it works.
Listen,
you changed your pick, bro. I said. You changed your pick.
No.
Yeah.
I said Thursday. I said Usman's is gonna win this fight in a very boring fashion by taking him down. But what I did say today was that after watching like Masvidal's like house video, I said, man, this guy has a reason to win because he needs to maintain that lifestyle. But you know what? It looks like AJ Thursday talk was right.
Okay, so AJ on Thursday was right, but AJ tonight is incorrect. Good job, AJ. So, you know, like I was saying, you know, if this fight goes a distance, this fight goes long, Masvidal, you know, he's going to be in trouble. He's got to knock him out. He's got to finish him early.
He's got to knock him out.
Usman is a better wrestler. He's stronger. If he out-wrestles Masvidal, he's going to win the fight. That's his path to victory. So, really, I was correct, AJ, not you, once again.
What are you talking about? You took Masvidal. Don't flip-flop, Dave.
Yeah, I took Masvidal to win because I said Masvidal was a better striker and I thought he'd catch him. And he is the better striker, and he still might catch him. But it's looking less likely as the fight goes on. It's looking more and more like Kamaru Usman is cruising his way to pushing up Masvidal up against the fence, to going for takedown after takedown after takedown, to holding him, to controlling him. A lot of clinching, a lot of pushing up against the fence, a lot of takedown attempts. He hasn't done much with his takedowns, though. And that's, you know, not a great style of fighting. It's not the most effective in, you know, deadly combat because it doesn't really go anywhere. Okay, in MMA it works, but Usman has not done damage to Masvidal. He hasn't done anything that's been pushing damage on Jorge Masvidal. Like, you push me up against a fence, you're not going to hurt me. You're not going to end the fight. You take me down, you better do something when you take me down. But Usman hasn't done anything when he's taken down Masvidal. He hasn't really done much. So, yeah, he's winning, but, like, so what, man? He's not really doing damage. He's not really fighting. Like, he's playing the game. He's doing what he needs to do to win a 5-round decision, but, like, it's not great. It's not the most impressive way to win a fight. Right? Doing very little damage, but just kind of controlling the action. It's like, okay, if you're a good wrestler and you can control the action, fine. But, like, keep a guy down and beat him up. Finish with a TKO. Become an expert at jiu-jitsu. Be able to pass the guard and finish somebody with a submission. If you're going to be a takedown artist, I would like you to be a guy who can finish a fight. And Usman is just like fighting for the takedown, getting the takedown, Masvidal gets back up, and then Usman just takes him back down. Back to square one.
But you know what? We could say about guys like George as well, where a lot of people were saying the same thing.
George
It's
finished
a boring
more people.
fight. He did. Once he got top control, he did finish a lot more people, but there was a lot of people that were saying
Yeah,
the
I know,
opposite.
I get it.
Were they, he
Sure.
lost he did lose a lot of fans as well,
I feel like, it works in MMA, but if these two were fighting to the death, what really happens?
Usman would probably win because
I don't know.
he would tire out. Look, trying to defend these takedowns and making sure that he doesn't get complete full mount on you takes a lot of energy. And you know what? These guys, man, that's all it's been. So I'm surprised, like, Usman's going to make it into the fifth.
Why are you surprised?
Because, man, I'm surprised he has good cardio, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, he's a wrestler, man. He's got wrestler cardio. He's good to push a guy up against the fence for 5 rounds. And foot stomp. Like, he's thrown more foot stomps than punches, man. What is that?
Doesn't matter. His game plan was exactly that, and he's sticking to it. And he's
Sure,
win
it
this
works.
Fight.
It works, man. It works in MMA, and that's fine. It's not the most pleasing style. It's not going to win you a lot of fans. It's not going to sell pay-per-views.
Exactly.
Wins don't equal dollars, right? Wins don't equal dollars in this sport, right?
Yep.
Masvidal will sell more pay-per-views in his next fight than Kamaru Usman will, most likely, even though Usman will probably win this fight. Because Masvidal is still going to be a star and still going to be an exciting fighter, whereas Kamaru Usman will still be Kamaru Usman. Right? Who are you going to pay to see? A Scarface wannabe who tries to knock people out every chance he gets? Or a guy who really likes to push you up against the fence for 5 rounds?
Well, the bottom line is, you said it.
A guy who takes you down
are based on exciting fights.
Exactly, man. Usman's not exciting. Like, whose fight do you want to see next? Jorge Masvidal against, whoever. Say Nate Diaz in a rematch, or Kamaru Usman and Gilbert Burns.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying that this fight would have been better for a guy like Gilbert Burns to beat Usman than Masvidal. Masvidal, you know what? It's unfortunate, but I could see him fighting somebody like Conor next, because he needs a guy like that. It needs to be a stand-up war where it's going to be exciting. It's not over for Masvidal, even though he's going to probably lose this fight. He still has that persona to draw in big numbers. And he'll fight for the BMF title. Somebody's going to challenge him to it now because, that's going to sell.
I don't know. Maybe you do the Diaz rematch. Maybe not.
Maybe not. Why? Would you rather see Conor fighting Masvidal?
Conor might fight Nate Diaz. I don't think Conor is really interested in fighting Masvidal after Masvidal loses to Usman. Conor's looking to fight winners.
Yeah, but he can still fight for the BMF title.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care about the BMF title. It doesn't mean anything. Usman gets another takedown here in the 5th round. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in this fight. And it's been all Kamaru Usman, man. I think Usman's won pretty much everything. Maybe not the first, but every other round. Even the first, probably.
No, I think the first went to Masvidal.
Maybe.
But as a great card that we saw from the prelims up to the co-main, I mean, it was winner, 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 winner. All fights were exciting. I didn't agree with all the calls, like the Holloway fight, but they were exciting fights. When you come to a main card, that's supposed to be the cherry on the top of the sundae. And when it doesn't deliver, guys like Dana White, I'm sure deep down inside he was hoping that Masvidal would win this fight because it'll make his life easier. And everybody at the top of the executive brass are going to be making a lot more money. But right now, Usman's going to win, and they know that they're not going to get the numbers on the next pay-per-view that's going to deal with Usman, which is unfortunate. But hey,
Yeah.
come on, Dave, let's think about it. That's what's going to happen.
I don't know about all that. I feel like Usman's probably easier to negotiate with than Masvidal. So,
but who cares?
UFC
The
is
bottom
probably
line
not
is
mad about this.
Sure, they are. Guaranteed, they are.
Well,
Guaranteed,
you're
are.
confused. You're confused on what's going on with the UFC.
No, man.
Masvidal
Not
a
at
week
all,
ago was talking about how he didn't want to fight in the UFC because they weren't offering him enough money. You think they're really happy that this guy's back now, and you think they want him to win? They want him to have more power in the UFC? Have you not seen the way the UFC operates? Come on, AJ.
Absolutely. But look, he said that a week ago, and guess who's fighting tonight? Masvidal. So the bottom line is that the money is right, you know? But there has to be a reason for you to receive that money. Gilbert Burns is out. The money they needed to replace, they gave him the money that he wanted. Probably not the money that he asked for, but close to it, like he says. Regardless, what it comes down to is that it's easier to get pay-per-view sales with a guy like Masvidal than it is with Usman. So, and that's the problem. Everything's about numbers, man. It's a business in the end. You know, I love the fighting game. I like the athleticism and whatnot. But when you look at it from a business perspective, the UFC wants to produce exciting fights. And as a main event goes, this flattened 251. And it takes away from all the cards all the way to 6 o'clock fights I saw Eastern time. You know, come on.
Yeah, for sure. Masvidal's a big star, but he's difficult. He's difficult to negotiate with. So,
well, right now he's gonna have no choice to. Yeah.
Well, now he's got no choice because he's lost, right? Masvidal's definitely lost this fight. Usman with another takedown here, just dominating the fight. Masvidal with 30 seconds left. He's on his bike. He's trying to move. He's trying to land some strikes, but not enough. Goes for a knee, goes for a punch, hits air on both. There it is. That's the fight in the books. Kamaru Usman wins all 5 rounds.
Well, maybe, like I said, not the first, but, you know.
I think he won pretty much every round there. Usman wins by decision. Not the most exciting fight there. Kind of disappointing.
But not surprising.
Not surprising, man.
Surprising.
That's what Usman needed to do to win. That's what he needed to do, and Masvidal just couldn't stop it.
Who's next?
For Usman, Gilbert Burns. We know that.
It's not going to happen anytime soon, that's for sure.
Well, no, but Usman just fought, so it shouldn't happen anytime soon. It should happen in 6 months, right? And by then the COVID-19 virus that Gilbert Burns has won't be with him anymore, so he'll be ready to fight. Hopefully.
As long as there's no complications or whatnot, I hope so.
Yeah.
But you know what? If Gilbert Burns was fighting tonight healthy, Gilbert Burns would be the new champion.
I don't know about that.
Oh, man, look at the way he's been fighting lately, man. He can be able to stuff those takedowns, no problem. He wants to go on the ground. That's his game. You know, his striking game is so much better than Usman. And you know what? It wasn't the right matchup for Masvidal. But he has no choice. He wanted to be there. He was going to get there at some point, and this is what's going to happen. If they fight again, Usman's going to do the same game. If you can't break that you can't break that offense, it's going to be the same result. A boring fight that leads to a win. And I don't want to say it's a boring fight. Like, to the to the regular fans, they're going to look at it boring. But if you're going to look at it from a real... Look, if you're going to look at it from...
No.
Look, his strong point is wrestling.
It was boring.
He did absolutely right. It was
But
boring
he didn't do shit.
to
It
the
was
mainstream.
fucking boring. Even like for a wrestler, like it wasn't that fun. He really didn't do very much. He did a lot of pressing Masvidal up against the fence. He went for his takedowns. He got enough to win. He did enough to win. Look at Masvidal's face and look at Usman's face. They just fought 25 minutes. Do they look like they've been in a fight? Do they look fucked up? That was boring, man. It was a boring fight. Usman did what he had to do to win, but it was fucking boring.
But Usman stuck to his game plan.
50-45,
and didn't change.
50-45, 49-46, unanimous decision, Kamaru Usman, and still UFC welterweight champion. It was fucking boring. He did what he had to do, but no one's going to buy his next pay-per-view. No one is now saying, I can't wait to see Usman versus Gilbert Burns, because nobody gives a shit about Kamaru Usman after that. He didn't gain new fans after this fight. He won. He's still champion. Congratulations. He dominated Masvidal. But he really didn't do much. He really didn't do much damage. He just kind of fucking won an MMA fight. He won an MMA fight.
A championship fight on a main card with a stack card in Abu Dhabi. A lot of hype behind this whole fight island that was going on for the last 3 months, really. And look, what would you rate this card?
Not very highly. I was kind of disappointed with it.
I'm not disappointed in the full card. I think the full card was good, except for this main card. But I expected this to happen.
Oh, yeah, except for the main event.
The main event, I should say.
The main event, which was the fight everybody was waiting for, was super boring. The co-main event was like, okay, Holloway and Volkanovski. It was all right. It wasn't the greatest fight ever. Peter Yan and Jose Aldo was like, whatever. Namajunas and Andrade was all right.
Good fight. No, come on,
Rebus and Vanzant was real quick. I don't know. I wasn't blown away with the fights tonight. It was okay.
So what do you rate it on 10?
6. That's being nice.
Wow.
5.5.
Right.
5.5. 5.5 on 10. This card was not great. On paper, it was great, but like watching it, the main event is very important, man. When you have a main event that boring, fuck out of here.
I agree with you on that, but I would say it was more of a 7 in my opinion.
Whatever.
Because I'm looking at the prelims. If I'm looking at it from every fight that was shown tonight, it was good, except for that, main event that fizzled. But you know what? A lot of fighters, and I'm sure a lot of people thought the same thing. They were hoping for a miracle that Masvidal would win this, but it didn't turn out to be. What are most people giving it? Is anybody saying?
No, on 10, I don't know. But, people are mad. People are happy that Usman won. People are mad that Usman won. Somebody's mad that Usman cheated a bunch during the fight. The uppercut to the groin, the headbutts. Not a bad point. Not a bad point.
Yeah, but that didn't change much. I mean, if you look at it, the loss for Masvidal was because he couldn't stop those takedowns. There you go. He has to,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the headbutts, I don't know how much damage they really did. The groin shot, Masvidal was able to recover. It happens.
But you know what? It was fun. Regardless, it was a fun night. I find. It's too bad the end of it, but it was a fun night. And I have no idea what time it is in Abu Dhabi right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I could tell you. I'll tell you here, it's like 1:51 a.m., so, like, I'm done. We're out of here.
Is it that late?
Yeah, it's like almost 2 a.m., man. These fucking UFC fights where they do 3 fucking title fights that all go into the 5th round. The fuck do you expect, man? 2 of these fucking things ended by decision, and the Aldo fight ended in the 5th round. Like, these things are too long, man. They can't do 3 title fights if they go to decision. It shouldn't be allowed.
Look, Look, the biggest problem too is that during, like in this pandemic here in Montreal, anyways, you've got bars closing at 1 o'clock. Last call at 12. If the fight is going past 1 o'clock, like what do? You kick everybody out? Like this is the problem.
Well, nobody's going
You
to
have a
bars
lot of bars
now.
that were.
Are people going to
Well,
bars?
sure they are. Well, there are people going to. I bet you Johnny's at a bar tonight. He's probably at PJ's, watching this, or if he hasn't been kicked out at 1 o'clock. But that's the thing. When they're dragging so long, there's a curfew at 1.
It's 9:52 a.m. in Abu Dhabi. It's 9:52 a.m. Sunday morning in Abu Dhabi.
Well, you know what? Think about it, Dave. Maybe these guys couldn't perform as well as they did when they're fighting at fucking 6 in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it's early to fight.
Yeah. It's very early to fight. And it's late to be awake, so I'm ending the show. Goodbye.
What? I still got 1% on my tablet.
Acme Toon says exactly what I'm thinking. They gotta stop having 3 title fights on one card. It just goes way too long, man. These 2 a.m. UFC pay-per-views is ridiculous. UFC pay-per-views are supposed to start at 10 and end at 12:30 or 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock at the latest. None of this 2 a.m. bullshit. It's too much.
Even 1 o'clock is too late. Midnight, it should be done. It should be done. There's no reason to go past that. No reason.
12:30 is okay. Give you 2.5 hours for your pay-per-view dollars, but like 3-4 hours? No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it at all. This card was too long. It wasn't very good, and the main event fucking sucked. If the main event is gonna suck like that, fuck, man, it can't be on at 2 in the morning. All right, it's too late.
You've got
done.
a point, Dave.
We're done.
A point. No, you're right.
Thank you to everybody watching. Thank you to, let's see, I'll give some shout-outs here to people on the chat. Courtney Lee, Charlton Curry, Johnny Caldera. Who else is on the chat here? Acme Tunes, Jason Morneau, Pete, Antoinette, Alcramer, Vincent Adil, Brian Smith. Out in Australia watching us.
Oh, see.
Seeing a lot of new people on the chat tonight. We appreciate you guys watching. We hope you enjoyed the watch along. I think they're showing a tourism ad for Abu Dhabi right now. This is kind of fucked up. Why are they doing this? This is part of the pay-per-view? This is
part
weird.
Of the contract agreement.
And, of course, a big shout-out to Jason Morneau, Pete, and Patrick C. Hamilton for sending out those super chats tonight. Thank you for supporting the channel. Go to ringsidereport.net for more on everything that we do. Don't forget to support our sponsors, Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com. Use that promo code ringside20 for 20% off plus free shipping on all your orders. Go to vpn.ringsidereport.net. Sign up to IPVanish. You need a secure VPN on the internet. Go to IPVanish, vpn.ringsidereport.net. And sign up to Stitcher Premium. Go to stitcher.com/premium. Use that promo code ringside for a free month of Stitcher Premium. Stitcher.com/premium. Promo code ringside for a free month of Stitcher Premium. Support our sponsors. Hit us up on that super chat. Buy AJ a new iPad. We are almost at our goal for July. Help us get to our goal for July. Support us on the super chat. Follow AJ on Twitter and Instagram at Dan E. Bruck. You could follow me on all the things at Dave Simon MMA. RingsideReport.net is our online home. AJ and I will be back this Thursday night for UFC talk. More UFC talk, right? We're going to talk about UFC. You're going to have a fully charged iPad on Thursday?
I can't guarantee it. I want to get back in studio, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, we'll get you back
Talk
soon.
To your
Maybe,
man.
yeah, well,
it's serious now.
I know. It really, like, by the law, we're allowed, but, like, she's not allowing it. She's not allowing
I'll
people
come
in the
with.
house.
You want me to
No.
come in with a biohazard suit or something? I'll come
Maybe.
in.
Well, I'll talk to her. Look,
My fisherman gear. What do you want?
Look, man, I have like a month to convince her. Okay, for the next pay-per-view, I'll work on it. I'll let you know what happens.
You want me to talk to her? You want me to talk to Allison?
I don't want you bothering her. That will hurt your that'll hurt our chances, AJ. You trying to talk to her and you trying to convince her to let you come over will not help. Let me do the negotiations. I know how to talk to her. I know her pretty well. Okay? She's the mother of my child.
If you say so, bud. I'll leave it in your hands.
I've known her a long time.
You are the boss.
I met her when she was like 11, so we've known each other a long time.
That's a bit...
it's okay. I was 12. It's okay. We were in the 7th grade. It's fine, AJ. We were in the 7th grade together. All right, that's it. That's the show.
Oh, isn't that cute?
All right, shut up, AJ. Love you big time, AJ, you stupid motherfucker. You fucking guy. Get your shit charged next time, you fuck. You fucking bastard. What the fuck is the matter with you? Fucking disaster tonight you were, AJ. You were a
What are you talking about?
disaster.
Here I am. I'm still here.
Fucking disaster. You froze out all so much.
About?
Amazing.
Listen, you're lucky because we were in that Bruce Lee argument and it cut off. Yeah. I could have kept going on that.
Yeah.
So, you know what?
You're lucky that you're not here because I would kick your ass right now, AJ. Sup?
I'll give you the 1 inch. I'll give you that 1 inch punch there. Boom, boom.
Come on. I got Dim Mac. I know Dim Mac, bro. I just go, boop, I touch you in that spot and you go to sleep. One touch, bro. One touch knockout. I got that shit down.
No. I know the fucking pressure points. 38,
you don't know.
39 to the kidney and to the big toe and all that kind of shit. I know that stuff, man. Don't worry about it.
Look, man.
I bought the books.
Look, I know you're
books.
scared. I know you're scared to do jiu-jitsu with me. You're a jiu-jitsu world champion, but you're scared to face me on the mats. I'm not sure why, but I'm gonna keep calling you out till you show up on my mats. I've got the home studio going. I got the home gym going. We've got mats. It's a really nice setup. I'm rolling all the time in my living room. I've got all the mats. It's perfect setup. I challenge you to come down here. I will smoke you on my mats, bro. Keep eating chips and drinking beer. Keep eating chips and drinking beer, bro. You'll never be back in jiu-jitsu shape. I'll beat your ass next time I see you. I'm just saying that because AJ is better at jiu-jitsu than I am, okay? I just want to make it clear that I'm not picking on an old man here. AJ is higher ranked at jiu-jitsu than I am, okay? He's really good at jiu-jitsu. I assume that he will kick my ass when he faces me, but he never, ever shows up to roll with me. It's been years that I've been begging him to show up and roll with me and show me some tricks, but he refuses for one reason or another. So at this point, I'm just goading him into a fight. Now I'm telling him that he's a pussy, that he's scared to fight me, that I would kick his ass, just so that he can come kick my ass so that I may learn some new tricks so that I will become a better ass kicker. But really, AJ, fuck you. You're a pussy. You're scared of me, and I will fuck you up when I see you. I'll slap the shit out of you. You're scared, AJ. You're scared. Don't be scared, homie.
Listen, man, I'm taking comfort in my chips and mostly Canadian. But I'm going to tell you something. This pandemic has actually done something good in jiu-jitsu. It actually helped me, cure all the freaking problems that I have in my body. Now, when I get back, I will get my ass kicked because a lot of guys were training underground. I know that.
I'm doing it.
And me, I was training nothing. I know you are. Fred was doing it. I've been doing shit, man. I'm like...
When's the last time you did a jiu-jitsu session? When's the last time you rolled?
3 months ago.
Oh,
that's not a joke.
Ask me when the last time I rolled was. Ask me.
Well, today probably. I know
3 days ago. 3 days ago.
3 days. But still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only thing that I've been doing... Look, I've been doing, looking at videos and looking at different techniques online and that kind of stuff. So I had an opportunity to study stuff that I really... haven't seen.
Yeah,
but the only thing is to apply it is completely different, you know?
That's it.
And I don't even have anyways.
All right, that's
sucks,
it, AJ.
man.
Enough of your rambling. The show's over. Thank you everybody for watching. We appreciate you. We appreciate you supporting the channel. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching UFC 251 with us. Watch WWE Extreme Rules, the horror show with me and Johnny North next Sunday, July the 19th. We'll be back on for some pro wrestling next Sunday, July 19th. Extreme Rules, a horror show. In the meantime, watch Wrestling Uncensored. It's on the YouTube channel and ringsidereport.net. Listen to the podcast, download all our things, everything available at ringsidereport.net. For AJ, I'm Dave, and this has been the UFC 251 Watch Along. Bye.
Happy birthday, Johnny North.